Already know what it takes, so follow my lead and let's go. We can roll with the punches.
Don't listen to music, feel it. It's born in sensibility. I rap, therefore I am.
Everyone can be a leader. I must win.
What do you do when what you desire is beyond reach?
You use power that breaks barriers. The Giga Life.
Now in 5G.
Do you believe this is possible?
I do.
How do you know?
Mplph, Smart Acro.
Inevitable. Hey guys, I'm here with Kate and Bea.
Bad timing ang kate. Baka dandruff yan? Use Head & Shoulders every day. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kate. Para di pa balik-balik, kati gone for good na. Dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Hi guys, I'm here with Kate.
Para araw-araw, close na close. Max pinabango pa.
I see lots of prey.
Welcome to the Giga Life. Your passions, your stories, your life. Simplified with just one app. This is the future. The Giga Life in just one tap. Experience more Giga moments when you make the smart choice. With the Philippines' fastest mobile data network. How do I know it's T1? Simple, smart ako.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? We're kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Moment na sana, pero hassle ang kati. Yung kati na yan, dahil sa dandruff yan. You need Head and Shoulders. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kati. No more hassle sa moment. Goodbye na sa kati, dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Sikreto ng mga gwapong Master Gamer? Para fresh all day, bring your clay game with Master. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Fights germs, controls oil up to 12 hours, and helps prevent pimples. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Sikreto ng mga gwapo.
Express your online business. Express your online business.
When you look inside a JanSport backpack, you see a story that started in 1967. And since then, our mission has expanded to helping protect our environment for future generations to enjoy. It's a work in progress, but just this season we've used the equivalent of 13 million bottles worth of recycled polyester in our most popular backpacks. When you look inside a JanSport pack, you see our commitment to this brilliant blue planet we call home. And we're just getting started.
our ally, not our enemy.
We rely on nature as our life support system.
We are all connected. This is our opportunity for a new balance with nature. It's time to step up our game for conservation. Let's gather for a team fight.
There's no other option. This is our end game.
We could be the last generation to save the world. Together we can protect and conserve species and their habitat. Because together, anything is possible.
Victory, 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 victory for nature. Together, 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 possible.
From nothing. If it's fun out, you know I ain't stressing. I know you already know what it takes, so follow my lead, let's go. We can roll with the punches.
Don't listen to music, feel it. Born and sensibility. I rap, therefore I am.
Everyone can be a legend. I must win.
What do you do when what you desire is beyond reach?
You use power that breaks barriers. The Giga Life.
Now in 5G.
Do you believe this is possible?
I do.
How do you know?
Simple, smart, acro.
Inevitable. Hey guys, I'm here with Kate and Bea.
Bad timing ang kate. Baka dandruff yan? Use Head and Shoulders every day. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kate. Para di pa balik-balik, kati gone for good na. Dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Hi guys, I'm here with Kate.
Para araw-araw, close na close. Max pinabango pa.
I see lots of prey.
Welcome to the Giga Life. Your passions, your stories, your life, simplified with just one app. This is the future. The Giga Life in just one path. Experience more Giga moments when you make the smart choice. With the Philippines' fastest mobile data network. How do I know it's T1? Simple, smart ako.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? We're kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Moment na sana, pero hassle ang kate. Yung kati na yan, dahil sa dandruff yan. You need Head and Shoulders. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kate. No more hassle sa moment. Goodbye na sa kate dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Sikreto ng mga gwapong Master Gamer? Para fresh all day, bring your clay game with Master. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Fights germs, controls oil up to 12 hours, and helps prevent pimples. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Sikreto ng mga gwapo.
Express, your online business. Express, your online business.
When you look inside a JanSport backpack, you see a story that started in 1967. And since then, our mission has expanded to helping protect our environment for future generations to enjoy. It's a work in progress, but just this season we've used the equivalent of 13 million bottles worth of recycled polyester in our most popular backpacks. When you look inside a JanSport pack, you see our commitment to this brilliant blue planet we call home. And we're just getting started.
Nature is our ally, not our enemy.
We rely on nature as our life support system.
We are all connected. This is our opportunity for a new balance with nature. It's time to step up our game for conservation. Let's gather for a team fight.
There's no other option. This is our MD.
We could be the last generation to save the world.
Together we can protect and conserve species and their habitat.
Because together, anything is possible.
Victory, 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 victory for nature. Together, 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 possible.
You know I came up from nothing. If the sun out, you know I ain't stressing. I know you already know what it takes, so follow my lead. Let's go. We can roll with the punches.
Don't listen to music, feel it. Born in sensibility. I rap, therefore I am.
Everyone can be a leader. I must win.
What do you do when what you desire is beyond reach?
You use power that breaks barriers. The Giga Life.
Now in 5G.
Do you believe this is possible?
I do.
How do you know?
Simple, smart, acro.
Inevitable. Hey guys, I'm here with Kate and Bea.
Bad timing ang kate. Baka dandruff yan? Use Head and Shoulders every day. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kate. Para di pa balik-balik, kati gone for good na. Dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Hi guys, I'm here with Kate.
Para araw-araw, close na close. Max pinabango pa.
I see lots of prey.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Welcome to MPL Philippines Season 7. This is presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. MPL Philippines would like to thank the following sponsors. MPL Philippines Season 7 is presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Break through your own limits. Rise above and be free to game great with free games for all. Get 1 gig per day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more, plus free 1 gig a day for 7 days. Just dial *123# or download the Giga Life app and choose free games. We would also like to thank Oppo. This is brought to you all by Oppo. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94 with its Helio P95 chipset, 6.43-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED screen display, 4310 mAh and 30-watt VOOC flash charge 4.0. Victories and ranking up will be easy. Live at full speed with the all-new Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999 pesos. We'd also like to thank Head and Shoulders, as MPL Philippines C7 is brought to you by Head and Shoulders. Put your game face on and finally say goodbye to those awkward itch-a-GG moments. Thanks to Head and Shoulders. 100% dandruff-free and itch-free. Now, mas mabango pa. MPL Philippines C7 was also brought to you all by Master. Kahit buong araw na naglalaro, iwasan magmukhang na GG. Dapat fresh pa rin. Para fresh all day, bring your clay game with new Master All-in-One Clay Face Wash. Cleans 99.9% of germs, controls oil up to 12 hours, and helps prevent pimples. All-in-one, bring your clay game with Master. Sikreto ng mga guwapo. We'd also like to thank the following sponsors: Paymaya, Secret Lab, J&T Express, Havaianas, Jansport, TikTok, and the World Wildlife Fund. MPL is also under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board of the Philippines. As we continue to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, we encourage everyone to follow the government's health and safety protocols. This includes practicing social distancing, wearing a face mask and face shields, sanitizing, proper hand washing, and stay at home as much as possible. Let's all do our part to stay safe and help stop COVID-19. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Ako nga pala si Leo, sa inyong lingkod, sitting in for Mara Aquino on this lovely Thursday evening, and we would like to say hello and welcome to all of you. This is day 1 of week 4 of the MPL Philippines. Kasama ko dito ang nagagwapuang mga shoutcasters and analysts. From season 1, we have Wolf and one of the newer members of the MPL Philippines broadcasting family, Wami. Gentlemen, kumusta?
Okay naman, nakaka-pressure yung, para sa, parang inisip ko yung feeling ng mga teams. We're on the midterms, kumbaga, nasa midterms. And can't imagine, ang hirap ng kanilang competition ngayon. So,
yeah. And for me, I'm so excited to be back here in week 4. No, week 3, napakahaba ng linggo na yun para sa atin. And especially na para sa mga players natin. As you said, nandito na tayo sa gitna ng season na to, which means it's crunch time in MPL.
In fairness, it's crunch time for all of the teams. No one can afford a slip up, and every game is a must watch. But speaking of things to watch, let's check out this video of the upcoming 5-1-5 event happening very, very soon.
You know I came up from nothing. If the sun out, you know I ain't stressing. I know you already know what it takes, so follow my lead, let's go. We can roll with the punches.
Listen to music, feel it. It's born in sensibility. Therefore I am.
Here comes Cho's 515 Stun skin, and this skin will be officially launched in-game on April 27. Mark your calendars. Want to learn more about the background of this skin and get the same skateboard on Cho? Log into MLBB now and get more information about the skin. mapapa-TikTok at freestyle kayo dun sa ganda ng skin. Ako legit, na-inspire ako. But, real quick, let's check out what happened in Week 3 as we watch the highlights playing out right now. Wolf and Wami, panoorin natin ng laban between Onyx and Work. Ooh, this one was a tight one. This was the first time we ever saw a 40-minute game.
A 40-minute game at nakita natin yung updates na sa death timers. Ito yung perfect na exhibit kumbaga kung gaano ka-impactful yung late game situations wherein mapatay ka lang talaga. You'll get what? 90 seconds?
That's so long. 1 minute and 30 seconds is a lot of time for the enemy team to just secure the end of the game. And I remember casting this in the English broadcast. We were just baffled on how big the death timers were. And that just gives a lot of pressure for the whole team actually to keep safe during the late game.
Yep, and we just saw a team that felt a lot of pressure. NXP, we'll hear more from them earlier as they did lose to Execration, no? Pero ito ngayon, Work, parang tuloy-tuloy lang ang kanilang momentum. I honestly did not expect Work to sweep Onyx. I expect that game to go 3 games, like in all honesty. Pero ito, yung Signal, may pinakitaan tayo ng Signal ng magandang draft.
Yeah, a good draft from Signal pero nakikita natin yung disconnect sa kanilang mga players. Probably because it's their first week din, ang hirap din mag-adjust. At lalong-lalo na ang nakaka-pressure sa kapart nila is ang dami nila katapat every week. 4 matches in a weekend. That's really bad for the team.
Yep, and here's another match for you. LPE versus Execration. I think this is the game that woke up LPE. Ito yung nagpa-enable ng BMO data that we will see later on. But this is Execration just showing us that they still got it.
Yeah, and looking at Execration in this game, kita naman talaga that Chakno still has those miracle sets. And as you said, Execration as a team, they don't rely on Chakno alone, but Kel VJ as well, and the other carries like Kelra.
El Clasico naman ng Onyx versus Aura. Dalawang strats na nakita natin from Aura. The titig-dig strat na alam natin sa mga favorite nila. And then ang Natalia strat ng game number 2. Onyx PH, eventually nag-0-4 sila sa weekend. But this El Clasico reminded us kung gaano nga ba ka-deep yung strategy pool ng Aura PH.
And Aura PH, definitely, pinakita nila dito yung mga signature picks nila. Kumbaga parang, I don't want to say this, pero parang pinirmahan nila yung series nila sa Onyx PH.
Yep. And here we see playing out NXP, their last game as a drought. Ito yung na-2-0 sila ng Blacklist.
Tama. And Blacklist International still flexing their muscles. Iba talaga yung command nila. At this point, hindi na natin pwedeng sabihin na swerte dahil yung meta yung nagaran. Parang talagang masabi natin, bukod sa na-master nila, sila pa din yung nagpauso talaga yun. They made the strategy look good because of how they are so masterful with it.
Speaking of, here's another El Clasico, Bren versus Signal, another 3-game series.
Nagulat.
Bren versus Signal, dito natin makikita at Bren Esports, is this the week na pinadala nila yung Alpha? Is this the week na, grabe yun.
100% win rate.
This is a 100% win rate, pero
tama, 2 out of 2.
But you know, the Alpha pick really worked out for Bren Esports. A lot of flack online about it. We discussed it briefly afterwards, pero itong Alpha pick ng Bren Esports na surprise talaga, sa kanila palang gumagana. Let's see. Bren Esports has a game right now. Baka ilabas ulit nila.
Pero nasa-surprise din doon si Aqua Boy. This right here, Wolf, this is what we talked about, the BMO Deta game. But honestly, the first couple, it looked like a solid Omega match. BMO Grok also! BMO Grok!
Panalo din ng LPE itong game na to. And yung Omega, they're looking lost. But in game number 2, they showed the methodical approach. Ang ganda nung kanilang classic Omega playstyle kung saan calculated and methodical. But game number 3, it's all about BMO, na apparently ay until around mga 10 p.m. nanginginig pa rin daw. Dahil he himself admitted, kinabahan daw siya eh. And who wouldn't, di ba?
Yeah, that was a very clutch moment. And when you watch it as the audience, you feel the excitement. You can only imagine kung ano yung nararamdaman ng mismong player.
Yep, and this right here, this clip is a game wherein people could have sworn, ito na yata yun, baka matalo ng Blacklist.
Yeah, but I think that true play na nag-trending, although meron akong konting arguments about that, I think it's more about the confidence na binubuo ng Work Oster Force. But Blacklist International, iba din talaga pag nakuha nila yung timing sila. This one, dahil lang naman sa isang item, the Queen's Wings on the Queen herself, si Omay Venus, di ba? Nakakuha siya ng Queen's Wings at dun sa clash na yan, dun sila nakakuha ng pagkontra doon sa Work Oster Force.
I just want to point out, Blacklist International, yes, the timing is correct, but they always know how to fight backwards. Alam nilang mag-kite ng patalikod. yung laban nila on team fights, that's very important to take note of. Yung tipo na alam nilang lumaban ng palugi until they find that perfect opportunity to just go in.
Yeah, we're gonna close off here with back-to-back wins by NXP. That was the end to their drought. And now, Aura sweeping Omega Wolf. I like what you said earlier, na parang nawawala ang Omega. And again, I hate it to say that back and forth, Omega was good, Omega is not, and then now Omega is good, and then Omega is not. I hope this weekend, this week 4, they find their footing once more. Let's look at the standings and to see what those highlights have brought us when it comes down to the numbers. Ano nga bang itsura ng Group A at Group B ngayon? Nasaan ang inyong mga paboritong teams? This is the spread right here. Aura topping off Group A with Work in a close second. Brenny Sports following through, and Onyx and Signal just tailing behind. But again, do note Signal is sitting at 2 points. All right, 2 points. Group B, Blacklist on top.
Unquestionable, napakataas, napakalayo nga pwede nila. And I think this is also because of their consistent performance and the fact that the meta works for them. Hindi lang yun eh. They also mastered it. Iba talaga eh. Kahit pa sabihin natin may mga sagot na unti-unti nang nagkakasagot yung mga teams kontra dun sa sustain or the nice one baby meta, but they still power through at meron silang iba pang mga pinapakita stable. That bag of tricks is just so full. Let's see.
We're going to be checking out a few of our specific stats here. The top 5 for the KDAs, specifically off of week 3. Well, did you expect this? Lord Hades would be on top.
Well, Lord Hades has been performing exceptionally well for Aura PH. And Aura PH as a team has always been very good for the past few weeks. But let's discuss na 4 dito sa top 5 natin ay nanggagaling sa blacklist. This just goes to show how efficient their game plan is and how they rotate as well.
I think Eson, kaya lang wala dito si Eson because of DG.
Yeah, because of tank things.
Tank things.
Yeah.
Pero that's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine, sobrang dominant nyo, nasa top kayo ng group ninyo, then top of that KDA pa. KDA, you can be on top of the kills. Pero top ng KDA, that's a difficult thing to do. Kasi kailangan hindi ka masyado namamatay at nag-participate ka sa team fight. So that's amazing stuff for me.
Ibig sabihin, sobrang linis talaga ng laro ng Blacklist. Let's check out the top 5 kills though. Ito ang masasabi nating mga players na ML na ML.
Carl TZ, no doubt, this guy, kahit pa naman nagsastruggle ang Bren Esports, you know that he really is one of the top-notch talaga. And surprisingly, H2 was still here. At pati na rin si Hate, also a recipient of the being part of Onyx PH na nagsastruggle din sila. Pero nandun pa rin, I'm just so happy na nandun pa rin si Rene J from the side. Siya lang yata hindi jungler dun eh. So that's an important thing to take note.
Yep. We'll be checking out now the other side of the spectrum. This is our top 5 assists.
Oh wow, look at this. Yawi on the top. Nakita natin nung last week yung jawhead ni Yawi, sobrang solid talaga. Pero let's look at this. Eson and Oh My Venus is also there. Top 2, top 3. Nabanggit mo kanina na mahirap mapunta si Eson sa KDA just because of tank things. And this is where we appreciate him. Nandito siya sa ating assist leaderboard. Pero of course, di pa rin natin madi-discount na nandito rin ang isa pa sa mga top teams natin, which is Work with Unravel and Ben Esports Midfield.
I love it. That is one of our marquee matches coming up tonight. Abangan nyo yun, Work versus Bren. But for now, here's what the day is looking like for all of us. Magsimula tayo with Signal versus Aura, and then Omega versus Blacklist. At ito nga ang aking nabanggit, ang ating star match. Definitely must watch. Work versus Bren. Any of these matches you guys are looking forward to?
I'm actually looking at Omega versus Blacklist, interestingly. Although, syempre, alam naman natin, hype tayo sa Work versus Bren. But Omega and Blacklist International, baliktad na momentum kasi ulit yung titingnan natin with Omega being the ones na struggling, Blacklist International aiming to retain their record. At ang bukod doon, ang na-hype talaga ako is what will a team like Omega, the methodical team, do against a masterfully methodical team as well? So yun yung medyo nakapagtaka dito. I mean, maybe kahit yung Omega ay nagsistruggle, baka kayanin nila yung Blacklist just because of pure scientific method against the team.
Definitely looking forward to that, but already, I hate to put a damper on Signal versus Aura, pero yan, susunod na yan eh. Pero ito talaga, pag-usapan natin. Super Rookies versus the World Champions. Coming up next, our main event for this Thursday night. Brenny Sports versus Work Osterforce. They go all the way back to their scrimming days during M2. Uomi, what's this looking like for you?
Ito talaga yung parang sinulat na natin open qualifiers pa lang. We said it countless times. Work Osterforce versus Bren Esports, and we're finally seeing it in MPL Season 7. This is by far one of the more exciting ones talaga. Na nagsimula pa ng open qualifiers and now we're gonna see it live. This is gonna be one for the books, and this is the first time na makakita tayo ng super rookie team versus a world champion.
Lalong-lalo na yung Work Osterforce, sila pa yung mainit. And they have shown na kaya nila talunin even the top teams, even yung literally nasa top ngayon, pinahirapan na nila ng todo. So, it kind of makes me feel even na baka yung Brent pa yung parang nagmumukhang contender dito at yung nagde-defend ng title is Work Osterforce, just basing on the previous performance. So, yun yung talagang sobrang exciting about this.
Yeah, well, to me, personally, it feels like they both built each other up, alright? Work Osterforce helped Bren some way, somehow achieve the world title through their scrims, and Bren built up Work Oster through the open qualifiers. I'm excited to see how this comes to a head later on tonight. But for you guys, sa mga nanonood sa bahay, may chance din kayong manalo dahil dito sa ating mythical raffle draw. Just scan this QR code, answer the questions there. May mga trivia, may mga relevant at current affairs na pwede mo sagutin. Current affairs. But just the same, every week, at the very last day of broadcast, i-announce namin kung sino mga panalo, and you could win a ton of prizes courtesy of MPL. Alright, so abangan nyo lang. Coming up next as well, we have another way to win, and this is what we would like to call our live watching rewards. Scan this QR code, answer again the questions, fill in those forms, and you can win up to a permanent 599 Dias worth skin. But here's the catch, ladies and gentlemen. First, 30,000 winners lang. Okay, so if you can come in, do that real quick. By the end of the day, you could have yourself a nice fancy skin. Pang flex, di ba? TP, recall, check out my drip. Alright? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, abangan ang pinakaunang laban dito sa MPL Philippines Week 4, Day 1. Signal Ultra versus Aura Philippines coming up next. Magbabalik ang MPL Season 7.
Welcome to the Giga Life. Your passions, your stories, your life. Simplified with just one app. This is the future. The Giga Life in just one tap. Experience more Giga moments when you make the smart choice. With the Philippines' fastest mobile data network. How do I know it's T1? Simple, smart ako.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? We've been kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Moment na sana, pero hassle ang kati. Yung kati na yan, dahil sa dandruff yan. You need Head and Shoulders. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kati. No more hassle sa moment. Goodbye na sa kati, dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Sikreto ng mga gwapong Master Gamer? Para fresh all day, bring your clay game with Master. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Fights germs, controls oil up to 12 hours, and helps prevent pimples. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Sikreto ng mga gwapo.
A legendary day to ya. I hope you're enjoying this Thursday afternoon. Welcome to MPL Philippines Season 7. Presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart Free Games for All and break through your own limits. Rise above with Free Games for All. Get 1 gig a day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more. Plus free 1 gig a day more for 7 days. Just dial *123# or download the GigaLife app and choose free games. Welcome to the panel. My name is Leo, sa inyong lingkod. Sitting in for Mara Aquino. I know you miss her. She'll be back very soon. But don't worry, the show will go on. Kasama natin dito si Wolf at si Uomi. And we're gonna be breaking down this first matchup for ya. It's Signal Ultra versus Aura Philippines. Kilalanin muna natin ang Signal Ultra. A one-time champion franchise team and of course a Season 6 qualifying team. Medyo marami ng history ang Signal Ultra.
A very long history, but I think ang pinaka naging problem with Signal Ultra is that they don't have that identity. Surely meron silang ultra kalmado persona na binibigay, but they don't have that signature hero. Like, for example, yung pili natin yung ibang teams, alam natin nakakatakutan yung kanilang Selena, yung kanilang Paquito, for example. But for Signal Ultra, they don't have that yet. Kaso nga lang, biglang nagpakilala itong si Janus nung kanilang climb. Ito was a climb. That was a Lancelot. Lancelot.
Lancelot okay.
But yeah, kidding aside, ang maganda pwede nating abangan for side of Signal Ultra is for them to bring up these heroes that they really look good on. Katulad nung pinakita nila ang una sa Bren Esports, when this Lancelot was played out, it looked like a team na meron ng identity.
Kilalanin natin ang Signal Ultra. Here is their lineup. Rhea, Kekedot, Imba DJ, Janus, and Aqua Boy. For the most part, it's been Sanity sitting out.
Yep. And Signal Ultra right now, I feel like they need to focus on giving Rhea the tools to just soak up the damage that he needs to soak up. Because for the past few games, makikita natin that the KD of Rhea is just really low. And hindi niya kasalanan yun. Kadalasan yung mga laro nila, siya lagi yung nag-engage, siya yung lagi nag-absorb ng damage, tapos walang mga secondary engage or walang respo agad-agad. So, it's primarily a communication issue, but Rhea really has to step up together with Signal Ultra.
Kilalanin natin ang kanilang makakalaban, a two-time champion here. This is indeed a clash of champions. Let's go ahead and get to know Aura Philippines. Quite the opposite of Signal Ultra, who seems to be struggling to find their identity. Kung sila ultra kalmado, itong Aura Philippines, parang sobrang creative. Uomi, care to tell us about why exactly that is? Kasi kahit yung dati nilang core hero, yung dating MVP ng Season 4, I believe, JP, is now playing tank.
And going to the identity na sinasabi mo, Leo, I have to say that last week talagang pinakita nila yung identity nila with the Natalia pick and I think the Diggy pick as well. So talagang kitang-kita natin last week yung identity na yun. At bukod sa identity, they always show up prepared.
Yeah.
Yun yung pinaka-kailangan nating tandaan. When Aura PH plays, they always play to such an extent that you know na alam nila yung strategy ng kalaban nila.
Yep, and let's get to know the Aura Philippines lineup here. This is going to be Kilowash, Greed, Hades, JP, and Benny Cutie. From the off-season, this is looking familiar. It's Rafflesia sitting out.
Rafflesia sitting out. At alam mo, yung last week, teams were kind of comfortable going up against Aura dahil wala si Kilowash, isa sa mga pinaka-key players. But Rafflesia showed us using the Benedetta and other heroes na parang wala lang din. But it's a plug and play and it kind of felt like parang si Kiluwash din yung naglalaro when you cover the names, diba? Which kind of makes it so na sobrang scary ng Aura PH. This time, they're so comfortable with their 6-man rotation. Ang ganda lagi ng kanilang performance. So much in their bag of tricks. Aura PH is a scary team.
Yep, this is their head-to-head. This is the storied battle of two past champions. We're bringing you this head-to-head brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999 pesos. Season 2, Signal Ultra ang nagwagi, then led by Yako now of LPE. But this time around, it's Imba DJ leading the charge up against the two-time champions, once known as Sunsparks, now Aura Philippines. We're going to be comparing these two teams not just by their past accolades, but also their current stats in Season 7.
And average KDA para sa teams, it's quite low. Well, probably because of the fact na nagsastruggle talaga yung Signal Ultra Warriors. Pero sa side naman ng Aura PH, always have to remember na ito ay Digi team. Feeding Digi team daw. So, their stats will really look bad. But, tingnan natin yung kills per game na lagi mataas sa side of Aura PH. This is because of their new carry or their new jungler na si Lord Hades na nakita natin ngayon really shining sa side ng Aura PH. You can see the fire and he really belongs in this team at ang masasabi ko ay na-activate talaga nila yung Lord Hades this time.
Ooh, alright. I'd like to see that happen against Signal Ultra, but this time around, we're going to go and see what player head-to-heads are going to look like. And this right here is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Who will be head and shoulders above the competition? Put your game face on and finally say goodbye to those awkward #ItchAGG moments thanks to Head & Shoulders. 100% dandruff-free and itch-free. Now, mas pinabango pa. These are the key players for Signal Ultra: Janus, Aquaboy, and Kekedat.
Obviously, lalabas dito si Janus and Aquaboy. They performed exceptionally well last week. Of course, not discounting naman yung ginawa ni Kekedat, but Kekedat on his Selena has always been very aggressive early game, pero by late game, naturally, nakikita natin na nag-fall off na ang Selena. So it's up to Aquaboy and Janus to just carry the team.
On the other end of the spectrum, it's Aura Philippines. Greed, Benny Cutie, and JP ang kailangan nating mapanood dito specifically in this bout.
Benny Cutie really proving himself dito sa Aura PH. Yung kanyang past season was already impressive. This time, finding home talaga. And now, Greed is on a roll na kung saan binigyan talaga siya ng mga signature hero niya like the Kagura as well as Selena really performs well. Even yung Natalia, di ba? Eventually, makikita natin na makikita natin ang Aura PH given their signature players, their signature heroes. Kaya nga na maganda talaga dito sa Aura PH. Maybe because of the coaching staff that they activate every single one here na parang comfortable talaga maglaro ang bawat isang player.
Yep, excited to see what Dale and Arcadia are cooking up this time around. But let's go ahead and check out this player head-to-head. 1v1 me, bro, dito sa may ilog. And this is brought to you by Master. Parang sila mag-GG, bring your clay game with Master. Sikreto ng mga gwapo. It's Kekedat versus JP.
Wow, JP, dati na-feature natin siya bilang isang carry, jungler, assassin marksman, mage. Now, playing as a tank or the roamers, diba? And now in Kekedat, it's gonna be a tall order, tall task. Kasi ang talagang nabibigay ni JP is experience in the table. And for Kekedat, this is rookie season para sa MPL. For JP, dating naging core. And I always feel na teams that put their former core players into supporting roles, lumalakas kasi alam nung gagawin bilang isang tank.
Alam niya kung ano yung kailangan ng core.
Exactly.
Yun.
Looking at the lane prediction, I love how these two teams have activatable 6 men.
Yeah.
If anything, sila ang pinaka nag-shuffle across the already past weeks of the MPL. Is this what we can expect given that Raflesia and Ben Sanity are out?
Well, for me, yes. Pero I want to focus on the matchup in the mid lane. Greed versus Imba DJ. Imba DJ has a lot to carry right now for Signal Ultra Warriors. This is do or die for them. Well, alam mo sige, hindi do or die. Pero medyo delikado na. They need to make sure that they win this. And against Greed, it's gonna be a tall task. It's gonna be a gargantuan task to defeat Greed right now.
Yung parang mercenary kasi na kung kingdoms to, si Imba DJ may pagka-king and commander, medyo may pagka-mercenary si Grid Siya yung parang secret operations Parang ganun siya, the covert kind of guy. Ganun yung siya ang playstyle niya. But with Imba DJ, may pagka-general yung kanyang paggagamit. So, totally different playstyle. But at the same time, tama si Omi, kailangan mag-step up ni Imba DJ. Big time this time.
Wolf and Uomi, their expert opinions on this first matchup. Sana ready na kayo dahil kami dito sa studio ready na. Coming up next, Signal Ultra versus Aura Philippines. Let's go ahead and throw it off to our anchors and analysts. Off to the caster's desk.
Simula na naman ng napakasiksik na linggo ng MPL and MLBB action. MPL Philippines Season 7 is presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart. Free games for all. Ako po si Majin Faldas. Kasama ko dito si Butters at kami ang inyong mga laban casters. Here we go once again. And syempre, nais naming i-remind lahat na as we continue to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, nais namin kayong encourage to follow the government's health and safety protocols. That this includes social distancing, wearing of face masks, face shield, sanitizing, at paghugas ng kamay. Gawin natin ang parte natin, stay safe, and help stop COVID-19. Magandang araw sa iyo, Butters.
Magandang araw, Manjin, and katulad ng sinabi mo kanina, siksik, liglig at umaapaw ang excitement natin ngayon para dito sa MPL Week number 4.
Yeah, this is it. Signal Ultra. Speaking of siksik, mas siksik din ang kanilang schedule for this week. Meron silang 4 matches in total at ito nga ang umpisa na napakataas na mountain to climb. Aura VH is still hot pagdating dito sa ating tournament. Nabanggit nga ng ating mga panel na ang ganda dito ng dinala nila dahil iba-iba yung mga strategy na nakita natin.
And if you're seeing Aura, parang ito yung pinaka-confident nilang pwesto
Yeah.
Like nakita natin sila nung Season 4, Season 5, yes, dominating sila, pero hindi sila nag-i-interchange ng mga roles, hindi sila nagpapalit-palit ng mga players.
Yeah.
But right now, parang kahit sino dito sa Aura, pwede maglaro.
Yeah, parang nagulat tayo na si JP pala yung magtatank dito. Even si Raplesha, nagpo-post siya sa kanyang mga social media pages na, uy, nanalo ko as side. And talagang kakaiba yon. And maging sila ay naninibago sa kanilang part. And ngayon, kung ikaw ang Signal Ultra, paano mo to isosolve? Paano mo to i-formulate? Dahil may pressure pa kayo. Again, we're halfway there. So may pressure pa kayo na kailangan yung manalo.
Alam mo, ang kailangan mo lang gawin dito for the side of Signal Ultra is to just formulate something na kaya mong patakbuhin against Aura. Kasi kapag tinignan mo masyado na subukan natin counterin etong Aura kapag may kilawas sila o counterin natin kapag si Rafflesia yung naglaro, medyo specific yung ganong atake.
Yeah.
So kailangan mo lang tignan kung ano yung nasa pinaka-core ng paglalaro, ano yung puso ng paglalaro ng Aura, and dun mo siya subukan labanan.
Oh yeah, let's see. Ano nga ba tingin mo? Meron bang specific na nakikita ka dito sa Aura? Kaibigan Butters?
Yun nga yung nakakatakot sa Aura kasi almost every single time nandito pa rin yung puso ng Aura na hindi mo i-expect lagi yung pick nila.
Yeah.
Pero kapag may tinry silang something crazy, magkakamot ka at sasabihin mo na, next game, ibaban natin yan.
Yun nga to be honest, isang team lang dito ang nagwagi sa Aura Philippines. That would be Blacklist International. And both of them ay nasa pinakataas ng kanilang bracket. Just want to remind everyone na bukas ay magro-rotate muli lahat ng mga matches ng mga brackets, no? So makakalaban muli nila yung mga nakalaban nila nung week number 1. Pero ngayon, since nagabol tayo ng araw, Signal versus Aura muna dito. And yeah, tama ka ba, kaibigan Butters, no? Hindi mo talaga masabi
Hindi mo masabi.
Kahit ako nahihirapan ako, siguro one thing dito na maaalala natin for Aura Philippines ay yung kanilang gold laner, which is si Benny Cutie. Benny Cutie, sobrang consistent ito. Pero lahat, nagbabago Yung 4, si Hades, minsan hindi mo rin nakikita na nagja-jungle. Minsan, pwede nila ilagay sa gold lane, side lane.
Yung nakikita ko ngayon, Ben Cutie, nasa pinakapuso siya ng paglalaro ng Aura ngayon.
Oo.
I mean, Lord Hades, nag-step up siya, but at the same time, ang pinaka-enable dito ng Aura PH na talagang lumakas at magbuhat pagdating ng dulo, it's going to be Benny Cutie. Kasi kung napapansin mo hero si Benny Cutie, Alice, bihira natin siya makita mag-marksman, pero pag nakita natin siya mag-marksman, nagiging successful din siya. And by the way, kung papansinin mo, Manjin, ito si Benny Cutie, yung mga Alice plays niya, sobrang on point na kahit sumama siya ng level 4 pa lang siya, ang dami niyang naaambag.
Laging nakaka-outplay, laging nakakuha dito ng mga punish. Lalo-lalo na nung last season niya, ganun na ganun din talaga maglaro si Benny Cutie dito. And let's see kung paano nga ba masusolve to ng side ng Signal Ultra. One thing to take note is that nagpakilala na si Janus dito sa kanyang Lancelot, sa kanyang rookie season. Yeah, it's great. Nakita natin yung mga pick-offs na ginagawa niya. Pero something is really missing dito sa side ng Signal Ultra Butters. I think one thing na kamuntikan sila manalo ay yung nakapag-pick off sila ng 4 and then biglang sila pa yung natalo. Sa game na yon, I think miscom talaga yun eh.
Those are the things na parang kailangan mo talagang i-consider if you are part of Signal Ultra na may chance kayo manalo, but still, the fact remains na hindi nyo kaya mag-close ng game.
Yeah.
Ang dami yung ginagawang tamang plays, and yes, that's the thing that gets you wins dun sa loob ng game.
Correct.
Yung magbibigay ng advantage sa'yo. Pero at the end of the day, at the end of the game, Manjin, kailangan mo pa rin tignan kung sino yung nakakapagsarado ng laro, and yun yung kulang sa Signal.
Yeah, parang ang nalulugi sila dito ng mid-game, nalulugi sila dito bandang late game macro plays, late game decision making.
May mga times din, Manji, na parang nakikita mo din yung Signal Ultra na meron din silang sarili nilang questionable plays na ipipilit pa nila, but at the same time, hindi na talaga gana.
Yeah, let's see kung paano nga ba makakuha dito ng smart choices in the draft ang Signal Ultra and ang Aura PH. Catch it next, brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. So we're opening the draft with the Rafaela pick para dito sa side ng Aura PH. And Butters, look at this. JP ay naglalaro muli sa kanilang squad. And I think wala dito si Rafflesia.
Wala si Rafflesia dito. I think Rafflesia was out for the week 1 and week 2. Tapos bumalik siya ng week 3 just to sabihin na natin just to compensate, or sabihin natin pumalit muna kay Kilowash ng saglit. Pero ngayon si Kilowash, he is back, andito na siya, and he's ready to play. Nakita na nga natin yung thumbs niya.
Your team is banning.
Nagkaroon ng dito si Kilowash nagkasinat daw si Kilowash last week. So for sure better na yung nararamdaman niya ngayon. And sa wakas nakita na rin natin dito ang Signal Ultra na nasa kanilang bootcamp, opening up with a Granger, an Eve, at saka Tamos. Sila lang lately ang nagtatamos sa ating game, at hindi rin naging effective yung Tamos jungle nila. Tingin mo ba papasok pa rin tong Tamos na to sa jungle, or mas side lane na talaga to?
Mas side lane heavy ako dito. Itong dalawang side laners sila, si Benny Cutie at si Kilowash, kaya nila mag-play ng Thams. Pero ang ibibigay ko yung Thams dito para kay Kilowash, kasi nga siya yung nasa XP lane, and at the same time, nakikita natin kung paano mangmama o paano manggulang ang isang Kilowash pag naka-Thams.
Yeah. Favorite niya talaga yan no? Actually, Aura PH pala to. Oh, sorry, I was mistaken. I thought Signal Ultra yung nasa kanan. So, Signal pala yung nag-open dito ng Rafaela. So, sustain is real para dito sa side ng Signal. And they also have the damage. And syempre, si Roger Titol na napakasakit pa rin. Kahit sa mga pub games, ito ang pinipili. Especially pairing it up with healing heroes. Ang hirap patayin, Butters.
Gap closers, you name it, he got it. Ganun talaga si Roger Titol. At eto ang Aura PH. They are aiming for that last pick. Ngayon, anong kulang nila dito? They obviously lack yung magic damage potential. But at the same time, pwede na rin naman nating sabihin na pwede sila kumuha siguro dito ng isang side lane pa.
Yeah.
Isang side lane pa. Kasi yung Cho, pwede rin naman yan maging tank ni JP. Nakita na natin na ginamit niya yan last week. And right now, I'm really leaning towards a side lane pick para sa side ng Aura.
Pwede, no? Kasi yung Cho pwedeng itank na lang muna dito ni JP. They also have the magic of the Eve, the Lunox. There you go. that will be your side lane na hinahanap mo, kaibigang Butters. So it's all about the range para dito sa side ng Aura PH. Lord Hades, the leading one in KDA, ay magagamit na naman muli itong kanyang Granger sa ating matchup. Pero mukhang all-in, Roger, itong side ng Signal Ultra, no, para sa kanilang kupunan. And Aqua Boy this time ang magja-jungle.
Kung papasin mo, Manji, na yung sa side ng Signal Ultra, tinitignan ko sila ngayon, kailangan nila yung level 4 ultimate sila agad-agad. You have the Alice, you have the Farsa, si Kekedot, nandyan din siya with the Rafaela. Kahit si Aqua Boy, sabihin natin kung siya man yung magiging, siya yung magiging jungler dito, then that means level 4 is going to be a very important part of the match para dito sa side ng Signal. While yung Aura naman dito, I really feel na meron silang window to punish etong Signal Ultra na wala pa silang mga ultimate.
Yeah, at level 1, level 3, they can definitely put up the punch. Yung Cho, yung Lunox can sustain the lane. Well, malalaman natin yan pagpasok ng ating game. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, gusto ko lang i-remind sa ating lahat that MPL Philippines Season 7 is under the supervision and the regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. Here we go. Starting it up, of course, with a normal start para dito sa dalawang teams. Pero look at this, immediate Little Wanderer para dito sa Cho ni JP. At nabanggit mo nga, Butters, na outstanding yung ginamit ni JP, and dati pa pala siyang nag-cho. Ngayon yun ang ulit ginamit sa MPL.
Alam mo, Manjin, eto si JP, ang daming heroes na kaya niyang gamitin. At the same time, nakita na rin natin siya mag-show way back Season 2 pa. Ngayon, it is back to form but as a tank. Doon naman sa may baba, Manjin, kung napansin mo, etong si Rhea, nakakas agad siya dito ni Kilowash. Kasi nung level 1 pa lang siya, alam ni Kilowash na, meron akong window para harasin siya dito. Gagawin at gagawin ko yun.
Naharas ni Kilowash dito, si Rhea, that's given. Pero gusto ko i-point out dito, Butters, si Hades, hindi muna siya kumuha dito ng buff. Instead, inuna nila yung Ursa at saka yung Kramer dito ng Signal. Ninakawan si Aqua Boy ng dalawang creep jungle.
And meron din explanation yun, Manjin, kasi ayaw mo talaga magkaroon ng early advantage or early gold etong si
Roger.
Aqua Boy, si Roger. At saka kaya naman hindi din nila kinuha agad dito yung purple buff kasi tinatime nila doon sa labas ng unang turtle. Alam nila kapag may buff sila, nandoon pa rin yung potential nila makapatay.
Wow, grabbing rotation coming in from Aura PH, at dahil nga doon level 4 kagad si Kilowash dito, coming in of course with the sides, gamit siya ng Vengeance dito as Lord Hades will come in with the Rondo. Tatama dito kay Imba DJ na nawala na habang si Kekedot ngayon still trying to heal, and yes, yun na nga, may purple buff sila with this turtle. So given talaga na lamang dapat ang Aura pagdating dito sa exchange na to, real world manipulation pa pang zone.
Tinime nila ng tama yon. Si Aqua Boy nandun siya sa buong laban pero hindi siya makapasok. Bakit? Wala siyang purple buff. Meron lang siyang orange buff pero damage output lang din yung ibibigay nun at Onting Bird. But at the same time, si Hades dito, kumpleto siya ng buff, so mas nagiging confident siya pumasok dun sa laban.
Definitely, Butters, no? Dahil nga si Aqua Boy dito ay level 3. They definitely did not expect Aura PH to first get the Little Wanderer and then kumuha ulit ng dalawang jungle. So talagang delayed si Aqua Boy dito. Hades right now is at level 6. Pwede silang kumuha dito ng mga deep dives kung gugustuhin nila. Lalo na yung Death Sonata ay napaka-taas ng range. So with this, Aura PH showing us na iba talaga rotations nila, no?
Timing is everything para sa side ng Aura. Naka-timer yan. Hindi pwedeng basta lang. Dapat nagmi-make sense lahat ng galaw. Kekedot dito, hinahabol si Benny Cutie.
Benny Cutie coming in with the brilliance. Ito na ba yung gustong bawi ni Aqua Boy? And sa wakas, nakuha si Aqua Boy dito ng magandang start. Siguro nanalo ang Aura pagdating doon sa first 2 minutes. Pero dito na magiging tricky ang lahat, Butters. Yung second round ng buffs kung saan pwedeng magsabay yung purple at saka yung turtle. So ngayon, paano magre-reset dito ang side ng Signal Ultra?
For Signal Ultra, eto naman yung advantage nila ngayon. Meron na silang mga ultimate. Meron silang Feathered Airstrike, meron silang ultimate ni Janus, at meron silang Holy Baptism. It's just that, pwede silang mahuli ng mga ganitong plays galing sa side ng Aura.
Pwede silang ambush ng mabilis dito. Meanwhile, hindi rin sila kagad makakakill Dahil nga ano talaga sila for Protect 1. So kailangan talagang si Aquaboy ang pinaka mag-shine for the side of Signal Ultra. Siguro may onting damage pa rin si Imba DJ. Pero let's see kung magagawa ba nila. Because look at this, Aura PH just manning up dito sa bandang Purple Pit. And direkta na kagad dito si Granger sa Turtle. So ngayon, kumukuha pa lang ng Purple yung signal, libre na kagad yung pagong sa Aura.
Timing na timing ang galaw dito ng side ng Aura. Parang wala silang binibigay na kahit anong space sa signal na magkaroon sila ng advantage in terms of getting the objectives.
Grabe yung rotation na yun, pare. Up until the 5-minute mark. Nare-retain dito ng Aura yung kanilang dominance sa map. Nagre-react na lang ngayon ng signals. Hipa para kay JP dito. Imba DJ now. Falling low. Mapapagamit siya dito ng regen. Pero look at Hades right now. Confident enough to just go for normal hits. 1-3 sila dito, Butters. Oh no!
Kilowatt, sinubukan niya kuhaan si Aquaboy, but still Aquaboy nasa kanya ang retribution. Ngayon, 81 seconds pa naman yung next na objective sa river, so hindi yon magiging detrimental para sa side ng Signal Ultra. Pero kailangan bantayan dito ng Signal yung mga ganong plays ni Kilowatt kasi baka next time mawala na sila talaga ng buff.
Yeah, man. Strong side lanes. Ang ganda ng naging jungle rotation. For me, Signal Ultra, what they need right now, makapag-pick off. Makakuha ng kill, makakuha ng exchange. Dahil kung hindi, baka sila nga madali. There you go, Aquaboy with the pounce. Pero ang unang nawala ngayon dito ay si Kekidot. Nako, Aquaboy naman dito ng Blast Void Crystals. And ngayon, Greed and Company with the Little Wanderer, magre-regen pa. Mapapagamit na ng stickers and will probably take a free tower in the top lane.
Perfect timing para dito sa side ng Aura. Kasi lalabas na yung Turtle in just 30 seconds. At meron pa silang pick-off na magagawa dito, Manjin.
No. Oh no. Signal Ultra. Man, from minute 1, doon pa lang sa pagkuha ng Crammer, nahirapan na silang makabalik dito sa rotation. Hindi rin sila makakahuli kaagad eh. Yung lineup kasi nila meant to really sustain the fight. Hindi pang pick-off eh.
Ngayon, Turtle is up, Manjin. Yung fights na ginagawa dito ng Signal, I agree with you actually. Kasi nga, level 4 ultimates, medyo team fight ang ginawa dito ng side ng Signal. So, kailangan talaga nila lumaban in terms of team fight. Ang ginagawa naman ng Aura, since may show sila, pick off muna tayo, tsaka tayo lumaban.
Oo, pwede talaga. May sustain pa sila with the Lunox. At tignan mo si Hades ngayon. Sa sobrang master, itong Granger, he really knows na poging-pogi siya. Parang nagmaster eh, no?
Sekreto ng mga gwapo.
Sekreto ng mga gwapo eh.
Now, Kilowatt dito, binigyan siya ng purple buff. And that's going to give him a bit of a cooldown reduction at para makapag-spam lang siya, extra protection din.
Yeah.
So, alam mo talaga dito, yung trabaho na ni Kilowatt, alam na nila agad na pupunta si Kilowatt dun sa may pinakamalayong lane, tapos susubukan niyang kumuha ng atensyon para may isang tao na pumunta sa kanila.
Yeah.
And ano nga ba yung pinaka-essence ng Signal? Katulad ng sinabi mo kanina, Manjin, team fight composition. Kapag may nawalang isa sa kanila, mahirap lumaban.
Pwede sila lumaban na parang ganyan, pero mukhang bitin na ata yung damage output. Flicker in from JP dito. Kay Kidat now falling low once again. Mabagamit ko siya dito ng healing, hindi na kailangan. Dahil yung ultimate dito ng Lunox ay umabot. Pero Rhea from the back will actually get Benny Cutie. Habang sina Lord Hades ay nandito pa rin. 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Team RPH. Meanwhile, in the top lane, 1-on-1 nangyaring laban dito with Janice and Kiluwash. Kiluwash just faking that attempt and then immediately going to the purple side of Signal Ultra. Wow, Butters, ang masasabi ko lang on that team fight, it's all been Aura para dito sa laban na to.
Ang ganda ng ginagawa dito ng Aura PH in terms of splitting up yung team ng Signal. Signal Ultra, I don't think they're aware doon sa ginagawa sa kanila ng Aura kasi talaga napipilitan si Janus na lumipat ng lane. Kailangan niya bantayan si Kilowatt. Sure, iniisip dito ng Signal Ultra, kailangan mo pa ng orbs, kailangan mo pa ng onting farm, doon ka muna sa kabila. Pero the mere fact na team fight composition kayo, hindi ka pwedeng mawalan ng isang tao dito. And isipin mo pa, si Janus pa dito yung may pinakamagandang catch sa team nyo.
So wala silang catch, ang lockdown lang nila dito ay yung probably yung stun nung Farsa. Pero mas gagamitin mo kasi yung Farsa pang ultimate So yeah, it's really looking hard for Signal Ultra. Ang ganda ng start, pero hindi nila in-expect dito. Ako talaga, honestly, yung nakaw nung nakaw nung Lito, 3 kaagad yung nawala eh. Yung Lito pwede mo i-give up eh. Pero yung Kramer, yung Ursa, hindi mo pwedeng ibigay ng basta-basta. And buti sana kung nanakawan mo ng nanakawan mo sila ng buff nila eh. And yung nag-reset, ninegate din kagad dito si Aquaboy doon sa purple niya. Hindi rin siya kagad pinag-purple, kaya umabot tayo sa ganitong point na free flowing na yung aura na si Kiluwash, iwan mo na dyan, maging Kiluwash lang siya. Tapos yung 4, kaya ng gumera ng gumera. So Signal, kailangan nilang at least makakuha ng exchange ng 2 or 3.
Kailangan nila makakuha ng teamfight. All in all, Manjin, napaka-low low kill score nga ang meron tayo dito sa game na to. 10 kills pa lang tayo, nasa 8 minutes into the game, mababa to as compared dun sa ibang games na napapanood natin. And it's just that, Aura, dito mo makikita na walang teamfight na nagaganap. Puro pick-off. At sumasayaw yung Signal Ultra sa tugtog na binibigay ng Aura PH.
Yeah, kailangan nila makakuli kagad, pero si JP is just too slippery for Signal Ultra. Pasok dito ng Flowing Blood si Janice. Pero mukhang magtatabi-tabi na lang ang Aura PH as Kiluwash once again. Confusing Signal Ultra kung dedepensa ba sila sa baba or kukuha ng team fight. 2-8 at Butters libreng Lord pa to. Look at this. Hindi tayo nakakita na ang Signal Ultra ang nagsimula ng laban.
Map movement, all in all, Signal Ultra dito, nawala sila sa pwesto. Kaya sana nilang i-contest yon, nandun sa pwesto yung Aura PH na pwede sila mag-force ng fight. But Signal, nandoon sila sa baba.
Yeah. And kakaiba yung ni JP, yung show din ni JP dito. Ito yung show na hindi umaambay. Parang
sapak agad.
Oo, sapak agad yung ginagawa ni JP dito Yeah. Aura PH proving to everyone kung bakit nga ba sila number 1 sa bracket nila sa mga ganitong klaseng rotation. Hindi lang rotation, pati yung pag-switching ng players.
Yung Aura Fire dito, pakiramdam ko, color blue na to. Tatandaan mo, mas mainit.
Mas mainit pag color blue.
Oo, Yun yung fire ng Aura ngayon. And kung papansinin mo, napaka-solid ng galaw nila. Parang walang trivial na ginagawa. Napaka-efficient.
It's literally lit. Para dito sa Aura PH, pasok dito ng Sipa, Imba DJ with the Purify, pero yung Lord ay atakihin na lang dito yung tower. Bilis si Kiluwash dito ng Deadly Blade, Glowing Blood para kay Kekilot dito just to defend, but Kiluwash popping the Catan Inferno doon sa bottom side. 2-8 is the score, libreng 2 tore dito para sa side ng Aura PH, and the Aura PH will take that free tower in the bottom side. Ubos ang mga tore. Grabe yung system dito ng Aura, pare. Isang Lord lang yon at level 1. 3 tore kagad yung nakuha nila.
Yung ginawa ng Aura dito, Manjin, napaka-methodical. Para siyang game na naka-bullet points sa PowerPoint presentation mo.
Yeah, man. Talagang sunod-sunod, tuloy-tuloy. At mukhang kalahati na kagad ang buhay ng base dito. And with that, Aura PH will still be on top para dito sa game number 1. That winning moment is brought to us by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only $13,999. Wow! Butters, yung keyword na sinabi mo na tumatak sa akin ay methodical. At ginanon lang sila ng Aura PH.
May keys to victory dito ang Aura PH. Nilatag nila yon. Sinabi nila doon, napipick off tayo, iiwas tayo sa teamfight, papagalawin natin yung mapa doon sa tugtog natin. Lahat yun nachika nila, kaya naging flawless, almost flawless, yung victory nila dito against Signal Ultra.
Yeah, yung Signal Ultra, they know na they need to take the team fight. Pero nabitin yun Alam din yun ng Aura no? Isang word na kailangan ng Signal Ultra dito, tingin mo.
Kalma.
Kalma lang.
Regroup.
Let's see kung yun nga ba ang maipapayo sa kanila ng ating resident analyst na si Midnight. Ikaw muna.
Thank you so much, casters, and napakaganda ng pinakita sa atin ng Aura PH systematic and methodical approach from the draft to the gameplay. Talagang alam natin na in command ang Aura PH. Welcome to the analyst stand. My name is Midnight and I will be analyzing kung ano ba nangyari dito sa ating Game 1 ng Aura PH versus Signal Ultra. Now, these following game stats are brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. Let's look at the statistics dito, no, para makita natin yung composition din ng Aura PH. Now, I'd really like to highlight the Lunox pick ng Aura PH dito. No. It countered the 3 cores of Signal Ultra. Imagine niyo, merong Roger, merong Uranus, merong Lunox ang Aura PH. And Signal Ultra, hindi sila makakagalaw ng early game. Just because of the fact na na-limit yung kanilang aggression nila ng early game, no? Naturally, yung heroes ng Aura PH will just be better when it comes to team fighting against Signal Ultra come the mid game and the late game. Dagdag pa natin dyan yung Eve pick ng Aura PH. Now, this does a lot for the team fights here ng Aura, no? Kaya minsan nakikita natin, first pick actually, yung Eve. Kasi it provides a team fight and it eliminates the mobility factor ng kalaban mo. Siguro, exception na lang dyan yung mga Ling. Pero the likes of Rafaela, yung mga lineup ng Rafaela Bruno, Rafaela Granger, even the Rafaela Roger, nalilimit yung potential because of the presence of the Eve in the team fight. Kasi ang ginagawa ng isang Eve is nag-e-establish ng box yan and talagang hindi kayo palalabasin. So these team fights, talagang alam mo na in control ang Aura PH. Now, there's the condition for Signal Ultra na mag-snowball, no? Kailangan actually nila mag-snowball to get a good footing in this game, but that didn't happen. Aura PH was in command the entire game. And again, these stats are brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. Bago tayo mag-move on, kung ano ba yung mga nangyari dito sa ating match, no, sa ating highlights, huwag nyo kakalimutan na meron tayong rewards, no? Ang gagawin nyo lang dito is scan nyo itong QR code na to, itong tinuturo ng aking ballpen. Ayan. Scan nyo lang yan, guys, and may chance kayo manalo ng 599 worth of diamonds na skin. And ang kailangan nyo gawin is may pipila pa kayong form, and if you're one of the first 30,000 registrants, may chance kayo manalo ng skin. So again, scan nyo na, guys. Bilisan nyo na bago tayo mag-move on, okay? Now, let's move on to the next part of our segment, which is the highlights of our game. Of course, again, brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. Dito natin makikita, no, na Signal Ultra, they, as much as possible, they want to fight on the early game. Kasi nga, meron kang Rafaela, meron kang Roger. The problem with their lineup is that they need to snowball. Kasi tignan natin yung dalawang side lanes, guys. Meron silang Alice and meron silang Uranus. Now, these two heroes, ang ginagawa nila sa game is nag-i-stay lane sila. And Aura PH, sabi nila, okay, kung ganun yung condition ng Signal Ultra, they have 2 stay lanes. Let's move around the map. Kaya din naman natin makipagsabayan. Meron tayong Cho, meron tayong Granger. Once na mag-level 4 na si Eve, every single team fight ng Aura PH, naka-timing yan dun sa ultimate ni Greed. And this is where you see the command of Aura PH. No? Again, every single time, itong green na to, yan lang yung babantayan nyo. Every single time na may kulay green, dito sa side ni Greed, ibig sabihin meron siyang ulti, lalaban ng Aura PH. And again, saan sila nagpupunta? Side lanes. They were always in command of every objective that they took. Again, may green, kay Greed, let's go for objectives. Hindi na nga sila naghintay ng hindi na sila naghintay ng timing. Kasi alam nila, leading na sila. And it's really hard to play Roger against this kind of lineup. Kasi may Cho, may Thumbs, may Granger, may Lunox. Ang hirap i-sustain ng team fight. And naturally kasi, ang gusto mangyari ni Roger is binaburst down niya yung mga targets niya. And it's really hard to do that against this lineup of Aura PH. And after that, it was just an easy victory here for Aura PH. Again, the story of the game is the command of timings and the objectives on the side of Aura PH. But of course, we have our MVP of the game, brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Break through your own limits, rise above, and be free to game great with free games for all. Benny QT on the Lunox. KDA of 422, damage dealt of 41,899, objective damage of 2,636, damage taken 14,501, and kill participation of 75%. Napaka-importante actually ng presence ni Lunox dito sa lineup ng Aura PH. Remember, yung tatlong cores ng Signal Ultra ay countered ng Lunox. If he didn't do his job, parang hindi nakapag-draft ng counter si Coach Till dito, no? But then again, Aura PH, they held on to the idea of their lineup and they executed it to an easy victory. 1-0 na ang score natin, ladies and gentlemen. Aura PH leading over Signal Ultra. Tingnan natin kung makaka-bounce back ba ang comeback king. Signal Ultra, Game 2. Casters, let's go.
Thank you so much, Midnight, doon sa napakagandang analysis. And tama siya, Butters, dito na pag nag-draft kasi yung Aura, parang kompleto Ricardo eh. Kumbaga, sa isang meal, nandun lahat ng sangkap eh. Hindi pwedeng a la carte eh.
Tatandaan mo, Jin, may 3 klaseng pagkain.
Ano yun?
May go, grow,
and
at
glow.
Lahat yun, pasok para sa kanila.
Shoot lahat, no?
Masustansya ang meron, ang Aura PH in terms of their drafting.
Yeah.
Ang gandang point nun.
Yeah, I think they're really prepared pagdating dito sa nice one, baby. Meta sana na gagawin ng Aura. Actually, 4 protect 1 yun eh. Kung iisipin mo, hindi pa rin ako makaget over dun sa fact na ang ginawa nila to counter the nice one, baby, was just to delay the Roger by not invading, but by getting the other jungles. Di ba parang level 3 against level 5, pero full buffs ka yung level 3.
Ang explanation ko dyan, Manjin, is, di ba kasi Roger innately talaga naging aggressive siya.
Yun nga eh.
So, what they did was, hindi nila binigay yung level 4. So, hindi niya nakuha yung power spike niya early on. Since hindi tiniming dito ng Signal Ultra or ni Aquaboy yung pagkuha niya ng buff, nung time na kailangan niya lumaban, level 3 na nga siya, tapos wala pa siyang purple buff. And that is certainly the command of Aura PH doon sa may mapa.
Yeah. I think mechanically, yung team fight, tabla to eh. Pero dinaan ng Aura na may ganun silang formula eh. May ganun silang style na, sige, yung timing nito, hindi to makakalaban sa turtle natin ha. Kasi lamang tayo, may purple tayo eh. Diba? Ikaw yung nagbanggit nun eh.
These are the things that talagang scary kapag ikaw ay may kalaban na ganitong team match.
Oo, yun nga. So ngayon, paano makakabawi dito ang Signal Ultra? Will they make the smart choices in the draft? Tignan natin. Brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart free games for all. Here we go, Butters. Lancelot priority ban dito for the side of Aura PH, respecting Janus sa kanyang capabilities dito, Butters.
Okay, Janus, phenomenal Lancelot player. Pero kasi kailangan mong ilabas yung sarili mo dun sa isang hero lang eh.
Yeah.
Kailangan mo din humanap ng isa pang hero na kapag ka na-ban yung hero na yon, makakalipat ka doon at magiging seamless at wala kayong magiging problema.
Correct.
Ngayon, yung Aura, sinasagot lang nila yung mga most successful heroes ng side ng Signal Ultra. Nung nakita nila yung Lancelot dito na, magaling kayo gumamit niyan, hindi namin ibibigay.
Yeah. Tama ka, no? Parang, at least wag mo na silang hayaang maging comfortable. At least wag mo na silang hayaan na alam mo yon, makalaro ng game na gusto nilang game. And with this, sabi ng Aura, kontrolin natin maging yung mindset nitong mga teams na to. Lahat, no? So ngayon, without the Angela, without the Popol and Koopa, libre itong Selena pick. And my God, na-miss ko to. Ang Selena ni Baloy.
Baloy Tohoy.
Baloy Tohoy.
Baloy Tohoy. Alam mo, Manjin, etong Selena na to, to be honest, may mga teams na kayang umabuso sa kanya in terms of these drafting phases na sobrang daming ibaban.
Correct.
Kaya sabihin na lang natin, yes, pwede mo naman tutukan si Baloy.
Oo.
Pero ang kailangan mo i-give up is isang hero na malakas din.
Tinanggal na muna nila dito yung ginive up nila dito yung Granger din nila.
Alam mo yung concept ng lesser evil?
Ano yun, Kuya Butters?
Na kapag ka may dalawang bagay na masama, pipiliin mo na lang yung lesser evil.
Piliin mo na lang yung mas, para at least
yung kaya mo i-maintain, yung kaya mong i-manage, yun na lang yung piliin mo.
At mukhang ganun nga yung naging away ng Aura PH. They gave up the Granger dito and Signal with, of course, the steal. Pumili sila dito ng dalawang punchers. You have the Cho and the Paquito na magandang combo. But right now, kumuha din naman yung Aura ng dalawang masakit na side laner. Ang Johead at saka itong Benedetta, and yung Johead pwede pa maging tank, and even yung Benedetta may mga times na nakikita natin sa tank role.
Flexi picks para din sa side ng Aura PH. Yes, nakikita natin usually etong Johead na tinatank, pero meron ding trends ngayon at possibilities na bumalik siya sa side lane eh. With the high and dry, napakaganda niyan. And by the way, mind you, Signal Ultra pala ang isa sa mga gumawa nun ng side lane Johead.
Side lane Johead, no? Pero ngayon wala sa kanila yung Johead. Ninakaw to ng Aura PH. Sabi ng Signal Ultra dito, ban muna natin this time yung Claude na pwedeng gamitin dito ng Aura PH pagdating sa side. Meanwhile, Aura banning the Eve. They know na papasok sila dito and ayaw nila ng any zone coming in from Signal Ultra. But speaking of zone, ang ganda ng zone nito ha. Pakito at saka Cho, a deadly combo paired up with the Granger.
But I really think, Manji, na yung zone potential dito ng isang Selena at isang Jawhead, yan yung zone na pang intergalactic
yan
zone.
Yung Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight
Kapag
zone
ka natamaan ka ng pana o tsaka paharap, Twilight ang aabutin mo.
Twilight na, danger pa. Twilight Zone tsaka danger zone.
Lahat ng zone.
Oo, diba? Kompletos ay kailangan ata ng signal dito ng isang hero na pang team fight team fight AOE. Feeling ko kailangan nila ng isa pa like siguro Parsa ulit. Pasok. Pang pang burst lang, kumbaga panggulat lang. Kumbaga kailangan nila yung mga panggulat Parang bitin yung death zone nata para sa akin na panggulat dito.
Well, merong Selena dun sa kabila. So, picking a Farsa, magkakaroon ka din ng problema
Luyi!
Luyi, pwede. But, still, the fact remains na kapag Luyi naman ang pinili mo, napaka-susceptible mo sa isang ejector.
Yun nga Kaya, nasabi ng Aura, yung Eve na lang yung parang pwedeng option kasi dito ng signal na hindi ka mahuhuli ka. Na ayaw nila na ma-zone sila palayo kapag manguhuli sila. Kasi kaya May Benedetta ka, ang daming dashes pa loob. May Jawhead ka, may Unstoppable Force. May arrow ka pa para dito sa side ng Aura PH. So sabi ng signal, kalma lang kayo kay Butters, kay Menjina. We're gonna fight fire with fire, bro.
Sabi nila, you want damage? I'll give you damage.
I'll give you damage. I also give you the Zaman Force. Kumbaga hindi pala zone ng ang ilalabas na signal dito. Puwersa pala. Force pala.
Force. The
Wild Force.
Wild Force. Oster Force.
Oster Force.
In-Oster Force nila dito. Aura PH on the other hand, ang dami nilang ways para counterin yung mga tao naman dito, yung mga pili naman dito ng side ng Signal Ultra.
Oo.
Tatandaan natin na ang daming heroes dito ng side ng Aura at napaka-flexible nila. This is one example, the Lapu. And sabi nila, kumuha kayo ng Harit lumate game potential kayo. Paano pag hindi natin pinaabot ng late game to?
Gusto namin early lang. Kumbaga gusto nila early out
Early out?
Ito yung sabi ng Aura PH, ito yung type ng mga empleyado na early in, early out. Kumbaga, tapusin mo na kaagad lahat ng mga trabaho mo para early out.
Early out.
Ganun yung gugustuhin nila dito. Ayaw nila patagalin to. Butters, tama ka. They have all of the damage in the world. And incoming late game, kaya pa rin naman. Ang daming peak of potential para dito sa Aura. So ngayon, anong sagot ng Signal Ultra Butters? Ang taas ang team fight nila, pero knowing game number 1, iwas team fight yung Aura kanina
Signal, kumuha sila dito ng Kagura and it's a great answer against a Harley.
Oo.
Kasi tatandaan mo, yung pinagkaiba ng Harley dito sa ibang, sa Kagura dito sa ibang heroes is yung burst potential niya, kaya niya talaga mag-clean up. Kahit sabihin mong second lang yon or milliseconds lang yon, still the fact remains. Kapag nahuli mo siya at na-set up mo siya sa isang lugar lang, kayang-kaya niya i-burst down yun.
I think ito yung hindi natin napansin, nakaligtaan ko, honestly, na mage na umuuso rin ngayon. The Kagura, or si Kags.
Si Kags.
Na tinatawag na ng mga players. Which is also good, especially with this type of lineup na Signal Ultra na team fight heavy talaga. May catch sila, may pangtakas ka dito sa pana. Kasi in some way, may double dodge sila yung Shunpo, at saka yung Wushu Umbrella Flea. Diba? With, of course, the Purify mechanic na meron yon. So I think this is a better lineup right now for Signal Ultra laban dito sa Aura. Ang kailangan natin pagmasdan, Butters, once again, ay yung rotations talaga dito. Kasi iba yung rotation na pinakita ng Aura at game number 1. Here we go! Can Signal end the drought?
I agree. Kasi kung isipin mo, Manjin, kanina, nung draft ng Signal Ultra ng game number 1, wala silang pang force engage.
Yeah.
Ngayon, meron silang Rhea na nakapakito. Meron silang Cho. Meron silang Kagura. Ang dami nilang pang pwersa ng engagement.
Yeah, ang dami nilang pwedeng maging initiators dito sa ating laban. Keke Dot, also known as one of the great Cho players na nakita na rin natin time and time again. So, let's see because it's going to be Kiluwash versus Rhea sa baba. Pero nanggugulo ngayon this time ang Aura. Look at that! Tignan mo! Pinipilit nilang nakawin yung Ursa Bear. Ganon na ganon din.
Napakadali yung abutin yung area na yon for a certain team. May mga plays pa tayo nakikita na yung tank at yung support, sila yung pupunta doon para i-secure yung Ursa Bear na yon. Kaya kita dito, nahuli si Greed.
Greed, falling low. And alam naman natin, yes, tama ka, Batters, may scouting potential kasi. Kumbaga, because of the arrow na meron si Greed dito, well, at least this time, Aqua Boy is a par with the jungle dito ng Aura PH. Kay Lord Hades, level 4 against level 4. So, this time, maganda yung laban. I mean, kaka-level 4 pa lang dito ni Aqua Boy. Pero, kung iisipin mo, hindi totally nawala yung lead sa Signal, unlike nung game number 1. Kasi, at least nakakuha sila ng farm dito. At, in a while, pwede silang sumabay sa laban.
Oh, tsaka yung pacing nung game. Kung napapansin mo sila Kiluwash dito, ayaw na nila agad palapitin yung Signal doon sa may turtle area.
Yeah. Napapailing na sila dito kung laban ba. There you go. Dead Sonata coming in. Semi-umbrella open. Pasok dito si Iba DJ. Pero si Kiluwash ay papasok din. Alam na wala na first kill si Iba DJ dito. Pero okay lang. Dahil si Kiluwash ang unang mawawala. Sabi dito ng Signal. O tara na, call na rin tayo ng turtle. And for the first time, nakita ko dito na Signal ang nakakuha ng first blood at nag-set ng tempo.
At napakagandang engagement na ginawa doon ng side ng Aura. Nakatama sila ng pana. That was the right play. Divin mo. But the problem, Manjin, is yung counter initiation ng Signal, napakaganda. 4 na tao yun nandun. Nilaban nila and they got the punish.
Sabi ng Signal, ito yung wala sa lineup natin kanina. Yung tinatawag na counter initiation. Oo, may Sean pala.
May Sean. Oo, natin.
Counter initiation. Kaya ngayon, tuloy silang lumalaban. Laban lang sila dito anytime. Every time, I mean, na aampas si JP. Oh, the fakes! Ibang klaseng flicker in! Knock up mula dito kay Keke Dot. Sinay ko si JP.
Iba yung complexion ng laro ng Signal Ultra kapag ka meron silang hard engage. Dito sila nagiging magaling. Yung Aura kanina, napapansin nila na puro teamfight yung hinahanap nagsasama-sama sila. But still, Manjin.
Oo.
Depende pa rin yung sa kalaban nyo kung lalaban sila eh.
Yeah, laban lang.
Laban lang.
Sabi ng Signal Ultra dito, si Keke Dot umikips. Pumake. Nakita mo yun, pumampik eh. Bira ka lang makakita ng pumpik sa ML.
Alam mo, kapag yung mga pumpik, nakakita na tayo ng mga TikTok, sa show. Pero, kung nakikita niyo yung ginawa ni Keke Dot, I agree, Manjin.
Pumpik
fake. Kumbaga, ginanon.
Oo.
Napatalon na yung Aura. Gumanon na yung Aura. Up. Tapos biglang sumide step, tapos tinira.
End one. Kasi kung iisipin mo, kahit yung cameraman natin, hindi in-expect yung flicker end. Kasi, kumbaga sobrang bilis na mechanics mo dapat nun and sobrang kabisado mo yung distance. Nung knock-up mo, may mga players na gano'n, diba? Sinasabay nila yung knock-up doon sa flicker para doon yung ma-knock-up. And nagawa niya yung kay JP, which is si JP level 3. So, ibig sabihin dito, yung pick-off sana na gusto gawin ng Aura, hindi na nila magagawa agad. Kasi lugi na sa levels, and anytime, magkaka-item yung Signal.
Actually, yung pinaka-perfect timing dun, Manjin, isipin mo kung nagkaroon ng unstoppable force midway doon si JP. Yung Way of the Dragon, automatically, makakounter mo siya kapag nasipa ka na niya.
Oo nga, kaso wala. So ngayon, with that play na ginawa dito ng Signal Ultra, they will set the tempo up. Sabi ngayon dito ni kaibigan JP, try natin kumuha din ang play natin. Kay Kidat once again, pumasok, double knock up. The arrow ay hindi tatama dito kay Kidat. Pinagguluhan dito ng side ng Aura PH. Pero sabi naman ni Ima DJ dito, pwede naman tayo bumawi. Dead Sonata coming in. Pero nag-miss yung 2 bullets dito. Easy pick-off para dito sa Aura. Ang tanong, makabawi kaya sila dito ba?
Manjin, ito yung nagiging problema ng Signal Ultra. Sa lahat ng mga teams na nakalaban nila, nahuli nila dito si Kagura. And that was a good play.
Yeah. 2 libre kaagad sa Aura dito. So para sabi nila dito, hindi naman porket make kayo na makakuha ng tempo. Biglang with a snap, nakuha agad ng tempo ang Aura dito. Naku, gawin mo na atang 3. Sabi ng Aura, kami din, kaya din namin fake ambush dito para sa side ng Aura. Hindi in-expect ni Kekidot na nandun sa bush.
Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina, Manjin, yung lamang ng Signal Ultra, tama yung ginagawa nila into the early game, pero kapag ka nag-mid-game na, parang nawawala yung control.
Oo nga no? Let's see, dahil si JP dito mapapatumba na pag langsam of course para kay Aquaboy dito to get in all of the damage, habang si Rhea ay umaamba dito sa bandang gilid. Still, maganda pa rin yung farm ni Janus. Para dito, si Janus pala dito yung Examine Force. Maganda yung farm niya dito para at least ma-wear down dito yung pag-comeback sana ng Aura.
Now, Clock of Destiny, nakuha dito ni Imba DJ, and right now, this is going to be a sort of advantage para sa side ng Signal.
Mga biglaang sipa talaga, no? Mula kay Kekidot dito, makakuha si Janus ng kill. And Kekidot, really putting Signal Ultra ngayon sa mapa in this game.
Kekidot dito, getting the right potential sa kanyang hero, at ang sabi niya, Manjin, sige, ako na bahala maglatag sa inyo ng kills. Isusubo nyo na lang.
Isusubo nyo na lang talaga, guys. Ini-spoon feed na no? Nako, yan pa! Double initiation mula dito kay Ray at Kekidot. Imba DJ nandito. Detso natatama dito kay Kiluwash. Pero si Kiluwash makakapag-slip and slide. Pero hindi, 18 seconds down. Greed, tatamaan siya dito. Of course, ng Rhapsody. Habang dito, bumabang-bang-bang na lang. Another knock-up mula dito kay Kekidot. Tapos sakto, may kasama pang buff. Dito, of course, ang Signal Ultra. What a play mula dito sa Johnny Kekidot, Butters.
Kekidot dito showing us a phenomenal performance. Ito yung potential niya kapag ka binigyan mo siya ng heroes na meron at kayang mag-initiate.
Oo, may ganun pala siyang moves.
Pwede naman pala yun
Pwede naman pala sumalaksak Kumbaga, may ganun pala siyang hidden
power
jutsu
forward.
Oo, power forward
Ito na power forward. Hindi siya totally tank.
Oo
Pero yung galawan niya, may gilas
May gilas talaga, Butters. Kung iisipin mo, alam mo naman, maraming mga malalupit na power forward. Nandyan si Team Duncan, si Sakuragi.
Oo, power forward. Ay, nahuli si power forward.
Ayun lang, alam mo naman dito sa ML, hindi ka pwede talagang basta-basta pumasok sa bush. Tatabaan si Aqua dito, si Greed. Nako, mulado ka natin naman ng Rhapsody. Habang si Janus ay nandito, habang si Kiluwash ay napumabagit na. JP will also fall down. Magabol na ngayon na signal. Zaman Force, crossover face. Allen Iverson para kay Janus dito. Mapapabak na lang ang Aura PH. And men, Kekidot with the ultimate sacrifice. Nakita mo yung setup na ginawa ni Kekidot? The sacrificial play.
Tatandaan mo, talagang natumba siya doon. Kumbaga yung bola lumabas out of bounds, sinabol niya, tapos tinapik niya pabalik.
Tinapik niya pabalik doon sa tuhod nung Aura, sa kanila pa yung bola.
Ay, sabi ni Janus doon, sige pre, sasalak ko sa koto hanggang game 3, nagsaban force, hinabol doon, papunta sa tier 2 turret yung
Give me the ball, I will give you the ball, you take the shot. Ganun yung sinabi ni Coach.
Hanggang game number 3.
Hanggang
game number 2 pa lang to
Game number 2 pa lang to, sabi ni Kekidot dito. Ayoko na guys, nagising na ako. Kumbaga hindi ako nakapagkape kanina Pero ngayon, nahihirapan yung Aura PH, Butters, no? Biruin mo, no? Ang gaganda ng setup ng Aura PH, yung mga side brushes. Kaso ang nangyayari, nililikuran sila. Tama kasi binanggit mo kanina, ang daming counter initiation dito ng Signal Ultra.
And imagine, hindi madali to para sa side ng Signal Kung papansinin mo yung aura dito, kung pagbabasihan natin yung picks nila, mga comfort pick, yung iba nilang kinagamit dito.
Oo, talagang favorite kasi nila to lahat Kaso tingin ko kasi ang dilema dito ng Aura, yung initiator nila, which is si JP, na shutdown pare. 4 deaths si JP dito, so hindi ka ganun ka matatakot sa Joed. Usually kapag yung Joed kasi na fed, kahit mag-unstoppable force ng mga unstoppable force yan, matatakot ka talaga So ngayon, ang ganda nung kita dito ng Signal Ultra na kailangan natin i-block si JP para yung pana na lang yung iiwasan natin.
Block by JP.
Block by JP. Ito na naman yung camera, lumipat na naman kay Kekidot. Ay nako, si Aqua. Oy! Grabe! Tinamaan dito ng Flame Shot. Pero si Aquaboy namumula na dito. Napakagandang Zaman Force para kay Janus dito. Patay na kagad si Lord Hades. Sipa mula dito kay Kekidot. Pero ngayon, tumitipin na ngayon si nakaibigan JP. Benny Cutie papasok dito pero patayan Germs. Rhea, nandito sa likod. Kasali din ako. Rhea, crossover dito. Oh, nako, yun yung mga dash in. Pero Rhea with the back step. Step back, James Harden. 7-10. Signal Ultra will take that 1-for-1 exchange at mukhang sila ang magsiset up dito ng Lord. Back muna ang Aura.
Manjin, sobrang daming sports na nandito.
Ang dami na.
Tatandaan mo, may basketball,
may boxing,
may archery, lahat na.
Lahat na. Grabe yung flame shot ni Kuya Imba DJ dun no? Parang Hawkeye. Ibang klase, hindi siya nakatingin no look flame shot.
May volleyball pa nga dito, sumisigaw si si Johed. Mine!
Nag-mine no? Ibang klase yung laban dito. Men, yung Aura PH, nahirapan sila. Nakita natin nandun sila sa loob ng bush May plano may ambush. Pero play-name shot kasi, kumbaga, next level, third eye yung ginawa ni Imba DJ.
Panatarin natin yung title netong series na to. Ang tawag dito, Palarong Pambansa.
Palarong Pambansa. Palarong Pambansa.
Palarong Pambansa. Ito na. Sepak takraw, sama mo na.
Kompleto Kompleto, Ricardo.
Kompleto.
Nangyari ang mga na dapat mangyari. Kumbaga, mala sports fest dito sa MPL
Intrams
Alam mo naman, namimiss na natin ang mga outside activities, kaibigan Butters.
Pero kayo dyan, stay lang kayo dyan.
Stay lang tayo
Gusto
dyan.
namin, safe kayo, kasi love namin kayo.
Kumbaga, sinasabi lang dito ng dalawang teams natin na papakitaan namin kayo ng mga sports moves kahit na nasa loob tayo ng laro. Tingnan natin, Kekidat Polado ngayon dito. The arrow will miss. Kekidat with the flicker. Yung Deadly Magic, hindi siya mapapatumba dito. Pero si Janus na namumula dito. Inatake ngayon ni JP. Napakantang ejected dito mula kay para kay Rhea. Jump stance para kay Rhea dito. Pero meron siya mga back in-out moves. Isa lang namatay sa Signal dito. And Aura will still manage to defend the Lord attempt sana ng Signal Ultra.
Now, clearly, napapansin natin, Manjin, na yung Aura, sila yung sila yung may upper hand doon sa chase down na yon.
Oo.
Pero hindi rin confident yung Aura dito na kaya nilang tapusin yon hanggang dulo at sila yung mananaig doon sa may habulan na yon.
Oo. Alam ng Aura kasi na lugi sila pagdating sa pitasan kasi ang daming pwedeng option talaga ng Signal So, kailangan ng Aura talaga dito magtabi-tabi, hope for the best na makuha sila ng damage. Magulo yung positioning ng Signal dahil mukhang nagsiset up sila dito sa Lord laban, kaibigan Butters.
Sila Kilawash dito na sa area. Saka nahuli pa kanila si JP
Huli pa rin si JP dito. Pulado si Green. Nawala si Green dito. Oh no! Delikado ata ngayon ang Aura PH. Pero pulado din dito si Kekedat. Habang si Kilawash na sunod sa manang loob. Yataps, mga kaibigan. Ancho, pero si Benny QT pulado na din. Oh! Nice ejector out para kay JP dito. That's 1-for-1 para dito sa laban at walang nakakuha ng Lord. But Aura will get the mid tower.
Meron na namang bagong sport na lumabas. Actually, laro siya
Laro talaga no?
Ano siya? Agawan base. Yung Lord yung nasa gitna. Kung sino makakuha ng base, panalo.
Ang hirap para silang nag-block 1, 2, 3 Doon sa base na yun, kaibigan Butters.
Yan. Madaming possibilities dito, kidding aside for the side of Signal. But then again, Aura dito, they're showing us na kaya pa nilang baliktarin to in a way na kukuha na sila ng pitas, katulad ng ganito.
Yeah, because of course, the unstoppable force, pero that's Sonatas coming in! Sabog ang mga mukha dito ng Aura PH! Aqua Boy! 3 bullets to the face! Wow! Shoot na shoot, Butters
Nakita mo ba yun? Yun ang kaya kong gawin. At si Cardo Aquaboy Dalisay, lumabas na.
Lumabas na talaga, and libreng Lord pa nakuha nila doon pa mismo sa pinakamasikip na parte ng jungle.
And this instant replay is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only $13,999.
The baits, Butters, para dito kay Kekedat. Look at that.
Ito yung kailangan gawin ng Aura para manalo But then again, Manjin, ang daming punish, ang daming damage output, ang daming counter initiation.
Yun nga sa draft dito ng Signal, and they got the perfect drop siguro dito. Because Aura, gusto nila yung mga tabi-tabi instant pick-off Pero again, may Zaman Force ka, may Kagura damage ka. Ang daming AOE para dito sa Signal.
Tingnan mo yung mga pag-iingayan lang. Naku, na-prepare sa talaga dito yung Aura na maghiwa-hiwalay.
Oh no. This is looking bad para sa Aura. Ito na ata ang hinahanap ng Signal Ultra na panalo. Zaman Force being popped. The Lord will now fall down. Pero naku, napalalim ata dito si Lord Hades. Hinapol ni Kekedat. Saan ka pupunta? Huli ka. Hades now 33 seconds down. Signal Ultra. Ang tagal nilang pinangarap tong panalo na to, pare. Makakuha na ba sila ng isa? Let's see. Kiluwash defending with the blow by blow. 11-16. Magbaback muna ngayon ng Signal Ultra Batters.
Ultra kalmado, kailangan din ultra disiplinado. Hindi pwedeng magpilit at this point on dahil lang kulang yung members dito ng side ng Aura. You have to remember na wala din si Janus para dun sa fight na yon. So, mas mabuti na antayin mo maging 5 kayo, tsaka kayo sumugod.
Yeah, hintayin mo muna, no? Alamin mo muna yung power capability nyo to really put in the damage. I think ang hirap din talaga yung lineup ng Aura, pero Imba DJ with a solo kill. Gamit itong Kags at ito yung na-miss nating form ni Imba DJ. Imba mentality. 2-on-1.
Man, Imba DJ, ang daming nag-hype up sa kanya during the previous season and right now, I think this is really the time na masasabi natin na Imba DJ is back.
Oh my, eto na ba ang pagbabalik? Ekitat once again with the kick. Oh, mega kill para dito kay Imba DJ. Tapos meron pang dead zone nata once again. Lord Hades now falling low. Flame shot, hindi natatama dito. Pero sabi dito ng Signal, teka, walang minions. Pwede naman tayo mag-back. Kiluwash is now down. And ngayon, ito na ba ang push na hinahanap ng Signal Ultra?
Okay, so anong nangyayari dito, Manjin? Tignan mo, may Zaman Force pa sa gitna.
Oh, napakahirap talaga. Immortality na wala na ngayon kay JP. Tumamampa na dito para kay Greed. Kulado na ngayon, sino? That is going to be Imba DJ. Pero pasok ngayon, of course, with the Brave Sword si Benny Cutie. Nako, ubos ata Signal dito. Benny Cutie, slicing and dicing. Rhea, hindi sasabog ng Deadly Magic. Mabubuhay pa ang Signal Ultra. Pero maghabol ba si JP? JP, nako, si Keke na tumatakbo na. JP, mahuli ba si Daddy? Sinipa na naman ang suki ng sipa. JP dito, falling down. 33 seconds, pero sabi ni Benny Cutie, suguri ko kayo lahat. Ako, bayani. Oh no, wala doon si Ako Boy dito, pero Kiluwash. Nako po, eto na ang pagbangon ng Aura PH. Coming in, 3 points by Greed, Maniac, para dito kay Kiluwash and Aura PH. The fire is still burning, Butters.
The fire is indeed still burning. Manjin, bakit nga ba napaka-importante nung laban na yon para sa side ng Aura? Unang-una, Lord is up by the time na umabot tayo dito pagkatapos ng ating instant replay na brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999. Look at this fight. Napakaganda ng pinakita ni Benny Cutie dito and this is why sinasabi ng madami na napaka-underrated niya. Pero sa totoo lang, Benny Cutie with his plays, nasasalba niya dito yung Aura. Look at this certain level of pressure, pero ang sabi niya dito, level-headed lang ako, hindi gagawin ko to para sa team ko, para manalo kami. And up yung Lord ngayon, nakapag-set up yung Aura ng pwesto dito, tignan natin kung paano nila gagamitin yun sa kanilang advantage.
At dahil doon tumabla ang laban, Butters, Signal Ultra, kamunti ka nang malibre yung Lord dito sa Aura. Buti na lang enough yung death timers. Yung arrow tumama na naman kay Kekedat dito. Kekedat with a kick. Nako, sino tinamaan dito? That is going to be Greed. Nako, yung si Lena ata na mawala dito. Oh no, pero nawala lahat ng dalawa dito. Signal. Habang si Kiluwash dito, ayun na naman yung counter go. 44 seconds down si Greed dito habang nasa likod. Si Benny Cutie. Benny Cutie with the flanks. Oh no, Janus Pulado na naman. At pinagsasapak-sapak, pinaghihiwa-hiwa dito ng espada ni Benny Cutie.
Ay, si Rhea!
Oh, pero napalaban na lang si Rhea dito. Rhea, siya na lang mag-isa, walang malakas sa marami. 4 pa rin ang buhay dito sa Aura. And with that, Aura PH, mukhang mapapalibre dito yung setup ng Lord. 3 heroes are down for Signal Ultra.
Grabe yung pwestuhan ni Benny Cutie doon, Manji.
Iba, pare.
Nandun siya sa likod and eto yung superstar potential, yung X-Factor na nakita ng Aura kay Benny Cutie. And he is delivering well on that promise na siya yung sa mga pinakamalalakas na players ngayon and nakuha ng Aura yung Lord.
Men, kung iisipin mo, ang dami ng sports na nangyari dito. Kung basketball yung laban na to, first quarter hanggang third quarter, lamang yung Signal Ultra. Pero nung fourth quarter, biglang nag-20-0 run yung Aura PH. Kung volleyball naman, nakambak pa yung set. Ganun na ganun yung nangyayari.
Kumbaga, ang nangyari, Manjin, nung si Benny Cutie na yung nag-serve, wala na nakakuha.
Iba yung serve niya, hindi mo malaman kung outside o inside eh. Yung laging gitna nung linya. Kaya ngayon, hirap na hirap yung Signal Ultra. Kumbaga, ang tanong dito, Batters, manatili kaya silang kalmado sa ganitong sitwasyon?
Kalmado at disiplinado, yan yung kailangan natin makita dito sa Signal. At kailangan din ibalik ni Imba DJ yung mga pick-off potential niya. Si Kekedat dito, hindi niya din afford na mahuli siya ng mga pana ni Grid.
Ang hirap talaga, iba talaga ang apoy sa Aura Philippines. Benny Cutie ang pinakamainit. Mga kaibigan, Kiluwash pumasok din. The Lord is now down. Pero sabi ng Aura, ubusin muna natin dito yung mga towers. Arrows coming in. Nice discipline from Aura PH, immediately retreating after nila makakuha ng towers.
Aura PH, ito yung ina-expect natin sa kanila. May potential sila maka-comeback dito and they do just that. Signal Ultra naman, sila ang nasa receiving end ngayon ng pressure. And katulad ng sinabi natin, Manjin, dapat ultra kalmado, pero kailangan din nilang mag-take ng risk. Kailangan natin makita yung Kekedat kanina na napaka-confident kumuha ng pick-offs.
Kaso Batters, pwede mo ba explain sa akin? Kasi kung iisipin mo, tabla na yung mga items dito eh. Tabla na yung mga laban eh. Ano bang mathematics sa laban na to? Sino ba lamang sa late game? Kasi parang dadadaan lang sa flank dito ni Benny Cutie eh.
To be honest, na nakikita ko ngayon dito, Benny Cutie and Kiluwash is online as of the moment. Kayang-kaya na talaga nila lumaban. Lord Hades dito can literally one-shot anyone. But onto the side of Signal Ultra, late game potential-wise, nakikita mo dito yung Harith na yan. That is going to be a very hard, sabihin natin, wall to break. Or sabihin na lang natin, isa yan sa mga pinakamahihirap na heroes na ipatumbahin ngayon. But still, yung effort ng Aura, yung damage output nila, at kung paano sila magkuha ng threat assessment nila, talagang nabibigyan si Janus dito at hindi siya nakakagalaw kahit sabihin mo nakapurify pa siya.
Dito natin nakikita yung experience na meron ng Aura PH pagdating dito sa mga type ng games na to. Remember, nasanay sila pagdating sa mga dramatic games eh. Kumbaga pag sinabi mo kasi yung Aura, dapat ilista mo na yan na ano yan eh. Medyo maganda yung climax. Kumbaga hindi sila papayag na easy basket eh. May laging ganun ng mga games ng
easy basket.
Si Aura PH eh.
Nandiyan si Pinoy Iverson eh.
Si Pinoy, sino si Pinoy Iverson?
Kapli siya.
Ay, oo nga pala. Si Filipino Iverson.
Filipino Iverson, ano ka ba si Kapli siya yun?
Si Insection.
Si Insection.
Ay, si Intersection pala.
Si Intersection.
Si Intersection pala. At ngayon si Kekedat, sabi niya, nako, yung mga shots ko kanina, yung mga kicks ko kanina, medyo hindi nagiging counted dito kasi yung Aura Philippines, iba talaga, Kuya Banners. The fire is still burning.
Tatandaan mo, you miss the shots that you don't take.
Oo.
Sabi nila yon sa basketball.
Napakahirap nito. Kasi kung isipin mo yung late game, tama kay, hindi nila mahuli yung Benedetta ni Kiluwash. Hindi nila mahuli yung lapo-lapo ni Kuya Benny Cutie. Kumbaga kung kanina nagagawa nila dito yung mga sipa burst, ngayon hindi na pwede.
And nakikita mo sa Imba DJ, kumuha na ng Durans dito. And this is one of the problems na meron ang Signal.
Oo.
Sa Imba DJ dito, yes, pwede nga iba to yung umbrella niya papunta sa isang tao. But then again, sa isang tao lang yun. Unless talaga luminya yung aura para sa'yo, yung Necklace of Durans na yun, hindi yun magiging as effective as a Rafaela or a Farsa. Diba? Yun yung mga yun yung mga ways nila.
Yung mga AOE eh.
Mga AOE.
Talaga eh. Tama diba? Kay. Pero ngayon, Batters, we are now at the 20-minute mark. Sinabi na ng MLBB na ito na ang late game dahil kapag ikaw ay napatumba dito, yung death timer mo ay sobrang magiging matagal. Pwede ka muna mag-TikTok, tama ba?
But then again, Manjin, kailangan lang din ipakita ni MLBB sa inyo na tumaas yung respawn timer.
Oh no.
Sabi sabihin, kailangan mas maging matalino ka in terms of getting the immortality.
Patalinuhan na to.
Patalinuhan na to.
Pagdating sa laban, hindi na physical sports ang laban, kaibigan Batters, board games na. Patalinuhan na. Oh no. Kiluwash ngayon, Polado. Ang Lord, the Lord, sino ba kuha? Benny Cutie! Sobrang init na Fire Nation! Pero sabi ni Imba DJ dito, atakin ko muna si Lord Hades. Kaya kita nawala dito. 60 seconds death timer para dito kay Lord Hades. Pero yung Lord ay still nasa kamay nila, aabante na, papuntang gitna.
And that is going to leave a crack dito para sa side ng Signal Ultra. Tatandaan mo, yung Torre doon sa may taas, isang buga na lang yan ng Lord Enhanced Minions at yan na yung magpapatumba dyan. Which means, Manjins, all lanes vulnerable na dito ang Signal Ultra.
At isasabay pa to ng Aura PH. Tignan mo si Kiluwas na nasa top lane. This is going to be hard kung ikaw ang Signal Ultra. Wow! Kahit wala si Lord Hades dito sa laban, kaya ata silang patumbahin yung Lord. Tandaan mo, pinalakas yan eh. Tama ba?
Pinalakas yan. Matindi yan, Manjin. Ngayon, si Benny Cutie, talaga nakikipaglaro sila sa apoy dito.
Oh no. At ito pa yung mahirap. Hindi ka pwede makipaglaro sa apoy. Kaibigang Butters, pag nakipaglaro ka sa apoy, mapapaso ka. And Aura PH resetting once again. Nice defense para dito sa Signal Ultra.
Signal dito, they do a great job na clear nila yung dapat nila i-clear na minions at hindi pa to yung game-winning push para sa side ng Aura.
Yeah, maghihintay pa sila dito ng Lord.
Maghihintay pa sila.
And ang hirap na hindi na kasi magagawa ni Nakekidat yung instant na instant na pick off. Still may damage output sila pero kasi yung threat ng pana, ayan oh. So hindi, oh no! Hindi ka basta-basta makaka-forward eh, may pana eh.
May pana. And that is the potential na meron dito sila. Great, nahuli nila si Kekedat dito.
Sumugod dito si Benny Cutie with the bravest fighter. Kekedat, kalati ang buhay dito. Wala siyang immortality pero sabi niya pwede pa na naman tayo gumera. Nag-aambahan ngayon ang dalawang teams. Pero grabe no, kahit si Benny Cutie nag-initiate na.
And Benny Cutie, hindi siya takot para gawin yan. Manjin, meron niyang innate na lifesteal sa sarili niya with the Bloodlust Axe. Meron siyang Athena Shield, meron siyang Queen's Wings. And at the same time, kung papansinin mo, yung emblem na kinuha niya, yung emblem talent na kinuha niya, that's going to be a killing spree. So kung hindi mo mabilis matitake down si Benny Cutie, at kapag nakuha siya ng kill, round 2.
Round 2 fight. Mapapalaban talaga eh. And wow, Benny Cutie and Kiluwas, the side lane combo dito sa Aura PH, ang nagbigay sa kanila ng opportunity para mag-survive dito sa game number 2. Hindi pa naman tapos. Pero, ang hirap na nito kung ikaw ang Signal Ultra.
Signal Ultra dito, they are finding themselves on the, sabihin natin, on the shorter end of the stick para dito sa larong to. Actually, sa kanila na nga yung kalamangan into the early game. Talagang ang ganda na ginagawa ni Kekedat. But with these kinds of lineups kasi, kailangan mo maging patient din. Kasi nakakatakot mabato ng Jawhead. Nakakatakot din tamaan ng pana ni Selena.
Yeah.
And sa totoo lang, yung Lord kanina, yun yung nagbigay sa Signal Ultra ng isa sa mga pinakamalalaking problema na nakatapat nila dito sa game na to. Isipin mo, Manjin, napana na si Kekedat, na knock up pa siya.
Yeah, nanaka pa siya ng Lord. So yeah, we all thought na Signal Ultra na yung laro. Pero yung mechanical prowess din kasi dito ng Aura PH pagdating sa team fight, specifically kay Luwash at saka dito si Benny Cutie, meron silang mga clutch outplays na nagawa na nagbigay sa kanila dito ng space to give them the opportunity to take this back.
Gusto ko lang sabihin dito, Manjin, yung dalawang player na to, Benny Cutie and Kiluwash, ang dami nagsabi dati na parehas gold laner to ah.
Oo.
Parehas yung galawan nitong mga player na to, nag-choose sila pareho, talagang buhat moments ang ginagawa nila. And right now, para sa akin golden duo sila ngayon. Isa sila sa mga golden duos ng Mplph Season 7. Napakagaling na itong dalawang side laner na to.
Tignan natin kung madadala pa ba nila itong Aura PH sa comeback victory na to. Kumpleto na lahat ng items ng bawat players. Remember na ang pinakamatagal na match na natunghayan natin ay 38 minutes. Let's see kung mai-extend pa ba yun ngayon. Sipa dito. Pero nagkamali ata ng angle. Naging right angle. Kekidot ngayon. Mapapabak na lang. Nice dodge para dito kay JP.
Ang hinahanap kasi doon ni Kekidot na angle doon, obtuse.
Oo.
Nabigay acute.
Acute ata yung hinahanap niya kasi pabalik eh. Oo.
Parang obtuse papunta doon sa kabila, sa side nila eh.
Oh, sige.
Oh, geometry.
Geometry,
pre.
Pero yeah, I think yung pick off na ganun, hindi, kahit na masipa, di nila mapapatay agad eh. Tignan mo, dalawa yung bars ng buhay dito ni JP. That's almost 8K. I mean, almost 9K. Para
sure.
Dito kay kaibigang JP. And ngayon, Signal Ultra, natatrap na lang sila dito sa kanilang base.
Kailangan nila bantayan din si Kilowash dito. Hindi rin pwedeng lahat sa side ng Signal Ultra nandito sa top side.
Sabi ni Benny Cutie, atake na lang tayo dito. Nako, sinong una mawawala? Si Kekit, tatlo, kalahati ang kanyang buhay dito. Deadly Magic, tama pa. Pero ayun, sumabog na nga. May mortality pa siya dito. Sabi ni Janus, tayo naman mag-counter go. Meanwhile, one-on-one dito si Rhea at saka si Kilua sa bandang gitna. Set up na naman para sa Aura PH dito, para dito sa Lord. Libreng Lethal Wanderer ang kanila makukuha dito. To the point na talagang magpo-push out lang yung mga minions dito.
Sobrang tagal na itong larong to. Yung Lito Wanderer, 10,000 na din yung buhay.
Yeah, ganoon na.
Ganoon na katagal itong larong to.
Ganoon na kakunat yung Lito. And ganoon na rin kakunat lahat eh. Oh, no.
Oh, tinamaan ng pana dito si Janos. But they know na may Purify yan. So hindi, talagang binibait out lang nila. Janos dito, alam din naman niya na if ever may pumasok doon, pwede niyang pihitin yung Purify Zaman Force, he will be safe.
Yeah. Aura PH. Dito mo makikita yung experience ng team na to. Really playing to win, not to lose. Nakita natin yon sa mga ginawa nila kaninang team fights. Na sila pa yung nanalo and now we're having the Lord Dance. Butters.
And this is something na eto Manji na, pabor to sa Aura. May sili na kayo.
Yeah. May traps kayo eh.
Kaya mong i-set up yung traps, kaya mong makita kung saan manggagaling yung kalaban, and automatically, meron kang mga abyssal arrow na pwedeng ibato.
Yeah, so in terms of vision, makokontrol ng mapa dito ng Aura PH. O, bumalik pa si Kekidat. Grabe. Hanggang dito may movements eh, no? May X-Games eh.
Eto, kung paano mo nakikita naman yung the golden duo natin, kung paano sila gumalaw. Si Lapu-Lapu, si Ben Cutie, nandun nga sa taas eh.
Oh, ibang klase. Duo Delubyo
sila. So, ibig sabihin, meron laging threat na yung signal dito mag-def at mapalo sila ng isa dyan sa dalawang yan.
Ibang klase yung Duo Delubyo nila dito, Butters.
Ayan o.
Oy! Sinay ko pa si Imba DJ dito, Benny Cutie. With the 3 slashes. Mapapalaban na lang dito si Nakikita at ibang klase. Tignan mo, nalilito na yung Signal Ultra, pare. Yung si Kiluwas, oh.
Nakikita mo kung paano yung pwestuhan nila dito, Manji. Nilalagay nila yung sarili nila dun sa mga unexpected brushes, unexpected places, para kapag tumama yung pana, there is always a huge chance na tumumba na lang yung tao, and nag-break na nga yung Aura PH dun sa 100k gold mark.
Grabe, umabot na sa ganun.
Uy,
yung gold nila.
Benny,
hindi, pero tignan mo yung mapa, pare. Duo Delubyo. Si Benny atake dito, tas hintayin mo si Kiluwas. Nako, nag-call dito yung Aura na atakihin nyo. Nagtatago ngayon dito yung dalawa sa kanila. Signal, ayaw nilang i-give up itong top lane na to. Pero kung titignan mo yung minimap kasi, Butters eh. Psycho. The Psycho gaming is real.
Ano yung kwento ng game number 1, Manji? The story was, sumasayaw yung Signal Ultra sa tugtog na binigay sa kanila ng Aura PH. And it seemed like, nung game number 2, yung unang laban or yung early game phase, Signal yung nag-setup ng lahat eh.
Yeah.
Pero ito na naman tayo, dito na naman sa late game. Tugtog na naman ng Aura.
Yeah.
Ang nangyayari at sumasayaw na naman dito yung side ng Signal Ultra. Signal Ultra, kailangan nilang maalisan tong tugtog na to. Kailangan nilang mag-setup na sarili nilang tempo sa laro.
Kaso kung iisipin mo kasi, Butters, napakahirap. Yung Benedetta, ang bilis mag-push. Yung Lapu-Lapu, ang bilis din mag-push. Nakikita natin yung call dito na ginagawa ng Aura na go, sina Benny Cutie, tapos magpapakita si Benedetta sa baba. Lugi na kagad yung signal dun eh. Kasi malilito na kagad yung signal. Teka, dedepensa ako by base ko o iti-team fight ko. Dalawa kasi mawawala sa kanila eh. Either Lord o yung buong game.
And kapag nawala sa kanila yung Lord, that's going to be another siege potential para sa side ng Aura. Ito na nga yung pinaka-inaantay nila. Actually, para sa akin nga, Manjin, dito, ang pinaka-importanting objective na all in all for all of these players, yung Lord na yon. Actually, kahit sino na nga makakuha ng Lord na yun dun sa team nila, basta makuha lang, gagawin nila yun eh.
Yeah, but again, they're distracted. Ang Signal Ultra dito sa mind games na ginagawa ng Aura PH. Even yung positioning dito ni Lord Hades at saka ni JP doon sa bandang bottom bush, yung smart position, hindi pala si JP yun. That is greed. Inaabangan lang nila yung depensa dito. Look at this, hindi sila nagpapakita talaga. Signal, they need a good decision dito dahil ang nagsiset ng trap ang yung Aura PH.
Tingnan mo si Lord Hades dun sa may baba. Kung paano niya pinipwesto yung sarili niya, nandito sila sa brush at humahanap sila ng pick-off. Alam din naman ng Aura dito na kailangan talaga nila kumuha ng pitas bago sila makapag-commit doon sa may Lord. Ganun ka-close etong laban na to.
Yeah. Naghihintay sila dito ng lalabas eh. Kung ikaw ang signal hindi rin sila makakalabas agad eh. They know na nandyan si Lord Hades at si Greed. Kaya yung signal hindi rin nagpapakita bawal lumabas ng bush. Ito na yung mga type ng games na kung sino yung impatient, sila yung matatalo.
Ito yung sinatawag na the art of war.
The art of war.
Kailangan maging patient ka kasi pag hindi ka patient, ikaw ay magagawa ng mga plays katulad nito.
Oh no, tinamaan si Kekidat. Nagpakita siya, Kekidat. Tinamaan lang ng mga access dito. Sinasadya niya rin magpakita talaga, no? Ito na yung bait plays talaga eh. Kekidat.
Okay, for KK, okay lang na nandyan siya. Pero kasi may limit yung pag-extend niya ng ganyan. Siguro dito na paggamit na ng flicker. That was a very nice play coming out from Kekidat.
May apit ba dito ang Signal Ultra? Pasok si Kiluwash ngayon. Aqua Boy comes in with the Rhapsody. Hades, may pump fake din na ginagawa. Alam nila na dumedepensa si Rhea doon sa top lane. Signal Ultra pumipwesto. Greed ang inahabol. Kekidat! Sinipa pero nag-grow as a player si Greed! Oh no! Jabated.com.ph! Ang gandang Winter Truncheon para kay Greed dito! Wow! Greed! Picking off Kekidat! Timpla ka muna ng kape dahil 90 seconds down ang show dito ng Signal Ultra. Greed! Beautiful mind games, Butters.
Patience play coming out here from Aura PH. Ito yung hinahanap nilang pick-off kanina pa. And this might be the Lord. Well, this is going to be the Lord going to their side. Signal Ultra dito, wala silang sagot sa play na yon.
Wow! Greed. Sinay ko niya si Kekidat, pare. Ang ganda na sana ng uli ni Kekidat. Yun na yung kick na hinahanap dito ng Signal Ultra. Pero alam din ni Greed na siya yung tatargetin. And instant Winter Truncheon, nag-classic Winter Truncheon lang
Ang galing na actor ni Greed. Gumamit pa siya ng flicker.
Oo.
Ganun siya kagaling umarte.
Grabe. Kailangan niya ng award dito, pare, si Greed. Kahit tayo na pa-acting na hindi natin alam na may Winter Truncheon. Habang yung Lord ngayon ay nandito na. And there you have it. Aura PH will get the victory. Tapos ang laban. That winning moment is brought to us by Head and Shoulders. Put your game face on and finally say goodbye to those awkward It's a GG moments. Thanks to Head and Shoulders. 100% dandruff free and itch free. Now, mas mabango pa.
Patience play coming out here from both of these teams. Ang ganda na pinakita ng Signal Ultra. Pero Manjin, ang storya talaga for them. Alam naman nila kung anong gusto nilang gawin
Yeah.
Pero laging nagkakamali lang in terms of dun sa pag-close ng laro. Kung paano mo nakukunin yung win.
Yeah. Late game decision making yung naging dilemma dito ng Signal Ultra. It goes to show na iba talagang experience ng Aura dito. And that will give Aura PH 3 points. At tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung apoy nila dito sa ating tournament.
We all know na Aura PH is one of those teams talaga na nag-i-aim bumawi ngayong season given what happened to them nung season 6. But congratulations to them and GG well played para sa Signal Ultra.
Yeah, GGWP para dito sa dalawang teams. Ating alamin ang analysis ng laban na yon. Pasa na muna natin kay Midnight. Let's go!
Konti na lang pero kinapos pa ang comeback ng Signal Ultra and it was Aura PH that prevailed with experience and the mastery that they have. Once again, welcome back to the Analyst Stand. My name is Midnight and i-breakdown natin kung ano ba yung nangyari doon sa game na yun, kung paano nakabalik or nakabounce back ang Aura PH. Let's look at the statistics first, brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. Ngayon, actually, ang dami nang napalitan na items dito, no? Hindi natin makita kung ano yung mga naging starting items or kung ano yung mga naging adjustments. Pero sobrang big shoutouts pala kay Kilowash, no? Sobrang nakakatuwa yung item build-up niya rito, no? Ito yung mga types ng player talaga na may mga masama ng balak. Naka-Windtalker, naka-Malefic Roar, dalawang Blade of Despair, even going for a Golden Staff. Tapos meron pa siyang Shadow Mask. So, ang nasa isip ni Kilowash dito, guys, hindi natin kaya tapusin by team fighting. Ano na lang ako sa side pressure na lang ako, split push na lang. Yun na lang ang naging mindset ni Kilowash. Ngayon, bakit ba nahirapan din ang Aura PH to close out the game against Signal Ultra? Kasi earlier on, leading ang Signal Ultra because they have the superior team fight against Aura PH. Nung naka-bounce back na sila, even though sila na yung naghahawak ng commanding lead, the thing is, their lineup is mainly composed of assassins. Ang gusto nila dito, no, yung continuous pickoffs. Again, look at the heroes, Selena, Johed, Benedetta, and Harley. These 4 heroes love picking off heroes, no? And sa side naman ng Signal Ultra, ang daming teamfight heroes. You have the Kagura, you have the Harit, even the Granger. Mga teamfight heroes to. So essentially, what Aura PH felt on the late game is that napakahirap pa rin i-breach ng base ng Signal Ultra. So ang nangyari, nag-result yung game natin into Aura PH plus Signal Ultra versus Minions. And it was Aura PH again that prevailed with the mastery or an experience that they have. Ginawa nila, pick up tayo. Kung ano yung composition natin, let's do it. Kasi yun lang yung magiging key to victory talaga ng Aura PH. And they did find a kill on Kekedot, and that secured the Lord kill, and then straight up and the game. Easy victory here. Actually, hindi easy. Hard victory for Aura PH. Now, let's move on to the next part. No? Pero bago natin pakita yung mga highlights natin dito sa ating game, check nyo muna itong rewards natin, no? Yung live watching rewards. Scan nyo itong QR code na nasa harap ng screen nyo. First 30,000 registrants or yung mag-fill up ng form ay may chance manalo ng skin worth of 599 diamonds. So again guys, kung di pa kayo nakaka-register, check nyo na dito, scan nyo na yung QR code or puntahan nyo yung website, then fill up the form para may chance kayo manalo ng in-game rewards. Now, moving on, ito na yung highlights ng ating game brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. For the majority of the early game, we will see Signal Ultra lead here against Aura PH kasi nga sila yung may heavy teamfight oriented lineup, no. Actually, napakagandang pick off on the Benedetta. Ang gusto kasing gawin ng Aura dito is humanap sila ng mga small opportunities against Signal Ultra. If it's objective, ang gagawin nila is hahanap sila ng key pick-offs. Pero Signal Ultra, nung na-realize nila, oh guys, tayo naman kasi naka-timing dito, tayo naman yung objective lineup, tayo yung teamfight lineup, let's just go for those teamfights. And Aura PH, ang hirap din kasi i-execute nung lineup nila, no? Meron silang Harley, meron silang Selena. It's easier to execute the lineup of Signal Ultra kasi ang gagawin mo lang is press your skills, make sure to hit the target, and then win the fight. Sa Aura PH, ang dami. Kailangan may mahuli si Joyd, may mahuli si Selena, at naka-push lahat ng wave para kasama niya yung Benedetta on these skirmishes. But again, Signal Ultra, sila kasi yung superior. Harith pa lang, superior na sila sa team fight. Kasi if you look at the lineup of Aura PH, no, how they fight is within a span or may moment lang na kaya nilang lumaban. Those are the mini bursts ng hero ng Aura PH. When pagdating naman sa Signal Ultra, as long as ready to may access sila sa skills nila or nandyan yung mga cores para umatake, they can actually fight. And gusto ko i-commend yung playstyle ni Kekedot dito, no? He has been very key for Signal Ultra. A lot of these good fights have been started by Kekedot. Ito yung primary example, no? Itong clash na to hindi mangyayari kung hindi dahil sa presence of mind ni Kekedot, no? Sabi niya, ba't ko ilalayo? Dikit ko sa mga kampi ko para makapag-setup yung Signal Ultra, and that resulted into 4 kills going to them. Pero Aura PH, again, they still held on, experience. Andiyan pa rin yung capability nila to flow the waves. Makikita nyo skill sa may top lane, no? Sa may top part of the map, talaga nagpo-flow lang ng waves just to make sure na hindi makakapasok ang Signal Ultra sa loob ng base nila. Ito actually very important for Aura PH. Again, their lineup is mainly composed of assassins. So kapag nakakita ka ng mga maraming heroes na mababa HP, oras na para maghabol. Kasi Signal Ultra, nagamit na nila yung mga teamfight skills nila, and wala silang capability lumaban ngayon against Aura PH. And napakagandang araw from Greed. Again, the Selena Master, tinamaan niya pa yung additional kill dito for Aura PH, and dito na nag-turn yung moment for Aura PH. Ito na yung point na parang ang kalaban na lang ng mga teams ay minion waves. Kasi fini-freeze na ng Aura PH. Every single time na lalabas si Lord, fini-freeze nila yung creep equilibrium. What I mean by that is, hindi nila pinupush yung mga wave. They just make sure na yung equilibrium ay nasa advantage nila, flowing yung top, flowing yung bot, pero hindi nila pinupush inside the base of Signal Ultra para hindi sila makalabas din at kontrolado nila yung Lord. Actually, 2 Lord yun na control ng Aura PH, but then again, it wasn't enough. The teamfight superiority of Signal Ultra still prevailed, no? Ngayon, dito nyo na makikita yung love story ni Johed tsaka ni Cho. Hindi na maghihiwalay itong dalawang to. These 2 heroes will provide vision for the teams, pero Kekedot, again, having this Cho, siya pa rin talaga yung nag-i-initiate ng fight. Kasi very conditional yung Jawhead pick ng Aura PH dito. Ay, hindi naman pick, pero very conditional yung team fight execution ng Aura PH pagdating sa team fights. But nakita natin, nakakuha ng pick-off si Aura sa may bottom lane, nahuli nila si Kekedat, and that resulted into the victory here for Aura PH. Napakagandang sequence of events. Again, mainly composed of pick-off heroes. Sabi nila, let's just pick off a hero on the side of Signal Ultra. And that was Aura PH getting the victory against them. And of course, the MVP of our game, brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Break through your own limits, rise above, and be free to game great with free games for all. Benny Cutie on Lapu-Lapu. Yung presence niya rito, no, actually hindi nawala. Most of the time makikita natin yung Lapu-Lapu sa early hindi ganun nagagamit, and sa late game hindi rin ganun ka-composed. Pero Benny Cutie with the team fight presence, kumbaga parang siya yung naging filler. So kung naman yung kulang sa lineup ng Aura. Kasi if Benny Cutie played passive this game, definitely Signal Ultra could have easily just closed out the game against Aura PH. Pero hindi nangyari yun kasi nga yung presence ng team fight ay kumbaga parang na-address, nasusolve ng presence ni Lapu-Lapu, and that's why he is the MVP. And that is it for the series. Aura PH getting a 2-0 against Signal Ultra. Moving on to the next match. I'm pretty sure excited na kayo, pero pahinga muna kayo. Kunin nyo na yung mga pagkain nyo as we throw you back to our casters.
Thank you sa napakagandang analysis, Midnight. And yeah, Butters, Signal Ultra, nandun na sana. Kailangan sana nila yung panalo na to. Pero sabi ng Aura, kailangan din namin yung top 1.
And that's the thing. Ganito cutthroat ang MPLPH Season 7 regular season, and wala talagang magbibigayan ng points dito. Kung ano man yung makuha mo para masecure mo yung upper bracket, gagawin mo.
Oh, man. That was a hard-fought match for Signal Ultra, but still congratulations to Aura Philippines. Mplph Philippines Season 7 is presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. Ayan ang nangyaring bakbakan para sa ating series number 1 dito sa week 4 ng MPL. Ako po si Manjin Paldas, kasama ko si Butters. Kami ang inyong laban casters. Huwag kayong alis dahil magbabalik tayo sa series number 2 dito lang sa MPL.
Welcome to the Giga Life. Your passions, your stories, your life. Simplified with just one app. This is the future. The Giga Life in just one path. Experience more Giga moments when you make the smart choice. With the Philippines' fastest mobile data network. How do I know it's T1? Simple, smart ako.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. What's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Moment na sana, pero hassle ang kate. Yung kati na yan, dahil sa dandruff yan. You need Head and Shoulders. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kate. No more hassle sa moment. Goodbye na sa kate dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Sikreto ng mga gwapong Master Gamer? Para fresh all day, bring your clay game with Master. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Fights germs, controls oil up to 12 hours, and helps prevent pimples. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Sikreto ng mga gwapo.
online business. Express your online business.
When you look inside a JanSport backpack, you see a story that started in 1967. And since then, our mission has expanded to helping protect our environment for future generations to enjoy. It's a work in progress, but just this season we've used the equivalent of 13 million bottles worth of recycled polyester in our most popular backpacks. When you look inside a JanSport pack, you see our commitment to this brilliant blue planet we call home. And we're just getting started.
Nature is our ally, not our enemy. We rely on nature as our life support system.
We are all connected.
This is our opportunity for a new balance with nature.
It's time to step up our game for conservation.
Let's gather for a team fight.
There's no other option. This is our end game.
We could be the last generation to save the world.
Together we can protect and conserve species and their habitat.
Because together, everything is possible.
Victory! 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 Victory for nature! Together, 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 possible!
From nothing. If it's fun out, you know I ain't stressing. I know you already know what it takes, so follow my lead, let's go. We can roll with the punches.
Don't listen to music, feel it. It's born in sensibility. I rap, therefore I am.
Everyone can be a leader. I must win.
What do you do when what you desire is beyond reach?
You use power that breaks barriers. The Giga Life.
Now in 5G.
Do you believe this is possible?
I do.
How do you know?
Simple, smart, acro.
Inevitable. Hi guys, I'm here with Kate and Bea.
Bad timing ang kate. Baka dandruff yan? Use Head and Shoulders every day. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kate. Para di pa balik-balik, kati gone for good na. Dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Hi guys, I'm here with Kate.
Para araw-araw, close na close. Max pinabango pa.
I see lots of prey.
Welcome back to the MPL. MPL Philippines Season 7 is presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. My name is Leo. After service, sitting in for Mara Aquino. Let me remind you guys of the mythical raffle draw. Kung isa-scan nyo ang QR code na ito, nalalabas sa inyong mga screens, may chance kayo manalo ng mga malulupit na premyo mula sa MPL. Just scan the code or visit this URL, answer the questions, and by next week, ma-announce natin kung kasama kayo yung ID ninyo sa mga nanalo. As well, you can join our live watching rewards. It's about the same process. Scan nyo lang yung QR code or bisitahin nyo ang URL na ito at pwede kayo manalo ng isang malupit na 599 Daya skin permanently. Just make sure you're one of the first 30,000 to do so. Once again, live watching rewards. Get in on that. Scan this QR code. Once more, welcome to the panelist couch. Tama ba? Yo! Kasama ko naman dito ngayon na si Rockhart at si Manji na nag-cast ng Game 1. Kamunti ka na para sa Signal Ultra but still nanaig ang Aura Fire. MPL Philippines Season 7 is presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Break through your own limits, rise above, and be free to game great. With free games for all, get 1 gig a day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more, plus 1 gig a day for free, more for 7 days. Just dial *123# or download the GigaLife app and choose free games. Manjin Rockhart, kilalanin natin ang mga oponan na maglalaban sa susunod nating best of 3. It's going to be Omega versus Blacklist. And let's go ahead and check out who is repping Omega.
Ang team ng Omega ay hindi naging successful last week. Nakausap natin dito yung isa sa kanilang managers and nakita rin natin sa laban nila na nagpalit sila dito ng roles. And I think sa sobrang consistent nila sa mga dati nilang roles, para bang nanibago sila dito sa identity nila. Curtizy on the tank, tama ba? Or mage role?
Mage support,
Nag-switch oo.
And I think we also have to think about what we're gonna see later on for Blacklist.
This is going to be their lineup right here. Let me introduce you guys once more to the starting 5 of Omega. At again, nabanggit natin na si Curtizy ay nasa mage support ngayon. But it's usually Hayes. This time around, we're sticking to the same way. Hayes, Hajizi, Curtizy, Kenji, and Toshi. Uupo muli si Mr. Fundamental.
Again, sobrang weird kasi he's been having a lot of success. At the same time, you can tell that Smart Omega, they're trying to think of something new. They're trying to come up with something new here that they can throw to the enemy.
Ako, season 5 pa nila ginagawa to. Season 6 pa nila ginagawa. Pero siguro sobrang sanay. Parang nanibago lang talaga to the point na hindi nila na nagagawa yung mga movements. Kasi iba yung call ng tao kapag siya yung laging gumagawa ng role.
Let's hope that this time around they have it all figured out. It has been a new week. Kilala natin ang kanilang mga kalaban still undefeated. This is Blacklist International.
And the team that has been undefeated so far in the MPL, Blacklist International. Wala pang nakakabasag. No one's been able to break the code yet, Manjing.
Hirap.
I think the key here is to never give up, diba? Sabi nga ni John Cena, you can't see me but just the same. Never give up. That seems to be the key here. And just last week, kamunti ka na ng Work Oster Force. I think Work Oster Force came really close. It just came down to veteran instincts. And again, magaling mag-punish ang Blacklist International. Speaking of which, here is their team lineup. Let's see who's gonna be starting out in this matchup. Eson, Edward, Oheb, Oh My Venus, and Wise. It's the classic.
Yeah, classic to. Actually, kaya ko rin ginawa yung John Cena post kasi gusto ko i-highlight dito si Oheb. Na yun yung naging post niya doon sa intro nila. And man, hindi mo talaga siya nakikita kasi nag-start yung season na wala sa radar yung Blacklist International. Ako, gusto ko lang i-point out dito na seeing them from season 5 ngayon na season 7, laging week 1 to week 4 ang lakas nila. Ngayon, i-bring up ko ulit. Ito na ba? Matatapos na ba yung curse ng week 4? ng Blacklist International. Kasi yung word, kamuntikan eh. Kamuntikan talaga, parang
Almost
nabasa yung code eh, di ba?
Yeah, I think sobrang underrated as well ni Oheb talaga that he gets left out in the draft. Hindi siya na-focus ban. It's always Venus. It's always Wise. Pero pag napabayaan si Oheb, literal, you can see him, pero he's gonna go for you.
Ooh, looking forward to how Omega might make the most of what they've learned in the past weeks to take down Blacklist here. This is the first time they're meeting up. And real quick, let's go ahead and check out what the team head-to-head looks like. Brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999 pesos. Facing another challenge. It seems like Blacklist International, their main challenge is to stay undefeated. Defeat the curse. Because I personally don't believe in the curse. This is a brand new Blacklist. And just the same for Omega. There's more than just one thing. Ang dami nila kailangan ayusin internally, and this time, sila pa ang naatasan na bigyan ng unang talo ang Blacklist.
Actually, gusto ko lang i-remind sa ating lahat na nung Season 6, ganito din yung ginawa ng Omega sa Bren Esports. Let's see kung yung Bren Esports noon may streak din, hindi rin natatalo, pero Omega lang yung pinakaunang nakatalo. So, baka ito yung story ngayon para sa side ng Omega. Baka sila talaga yung ano ba, the streak breakers?
The combo breakers.
The combo breakers?
History repeating itself? We'll see. But right now, let's check out the comparison first when it comes down to the numbers. Rockhart, it looks like Blacklist International, KDA through the roof. Again, lahat sila malinis maglaro. But if there is something we're gonna notice here is that ito, very, very not Blacklist to eh. Mas madami hero yung Omega.
Yes. So this sila yung naging mas experimental, and like you said, hindi na sila yung, wala na silang like identity na kag si Kenji, pumasok yan, Angela yan. Wala nang ganun eh. They're swapping out, and so far hit and miss. That's the thing about Omega. And I want to see them work on this. Maybe they can bring out something new this week.
Sila lang yung nagbe-Beatrix. Nung lumabas yung hero. Sila lang. Marami nagsabi, hindi yan magagamit kasi ang tagal nung reload time. Pero sabi ni Toshi, hindi marksman ako eh.
Hindi
Oo eh.
Ito eh.
Kaya akong gamitin eh.
Let's go ahead and check out who the key players are in this matchup. And we're gonna put them head to head and shoulders. They're gonna try to get each other above the competition. Put your game face on and finally say goodbye to those awkward #HGG moments. Thanks Head and Shoulders, 100% dandruff-free and itch-free. Now, mas pinabango pa for Omega Esports. It's Hajizi, Kenji, and Toshi.
There you go. Kakasabi ko lang, Kenji again. El Capitan, back at it again. And Toshi, 50% yung Beatrix dahil lang yun sa kanya. Siya lang yun. 50% one win, one loss. Will we see another one? Yan ang tanong.
Ang tanong ko dito, copying kaya nila yung code na ginawa ng work eh. Kasi yung work, parang kumuha din sila ng mga nice one baby picks eh. Which is hindi malayo na gawin ng Omega. Kasi nga nabanggit mo, nag-a-Angela sila dito. So dati pa lang, alam na nila kung paano laruin yun. Kenji.
Ooh. Hoping to see that come into play or not. Pwede rin namang ibang strategy. Pero ito ang makakaharap nung tatlong yon. Wise, Oh My Venus, and Oheb joining the duo for Blacklist International.
Ang masasabi ko lang talaga, meta ni Venus itong tournament natin na to ngayon. Yung mga supports na yan, the Matilda, the Estes, yung Popol and Kupa. And na-perfect din kasi dito ni na Oheb and ni na Wise, yung mga carries nila na talagang na-up ni Venus eh, di ba?
Yep, 70% kill participation. They really joined together. Tapos si Venus, good luck. Good luck banning out Venus. Ang dami niya pwede gamitin dito.
Well, given that it's a trio on both sides, let's go down and focus on two solid players from each. Ito ang kailangan natin bantayan. The featured players will do all they can para hindi mag-GG. Bring your clay game with Master. Sikreto ng mga gwapo, Toshi and Oheb facing off in the gold lane.
Gusto ko to. Parehas flexible to eh. Flexi Diaz, itong dalawa na pagdating sa heroes, di ba?
I know, I agree. Again, Esmeralda is a powerful pick na hindi rin napapansin masyado, pero it does affect the game very much. Oheb, high win rate on the Harit, so definitely gonna be looking forward to that one in the draft.
Yep, looking forward to one of the more OG members of Omega make it up and try to break the code. Here's the lane prediction. Again, there's your head-to-head sa baba. Anything else here? Any other rivalries or potential clashes on this map that you might see? Excited ka, Manjin?
Ako excited ako kung nakapag-adjust na ba yung Omega sa kanilang switcheroo eh. Kasi they're going to be up against Eson and Venus na na-master na yung pag-aalaga, yung pag-nice one baby kay Wise.
Yes, automatic yun. Rafaela plus Estes, hatiin nyo man lang.
Oo.
Pero huwag yung bibigay pareho. Yun.
Delikado.
Delikado yun.
Alright, we'll see if Blacklist International will remain undefeated or if Omega will finally figure it out, both internally and against their opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go ahead and check out match number 2 in day 1 of week 4 of MPL Philippines. Off to our casters at the desk.
Omega na ba ang tatapos or will they be able to end the streak of Blacklist International? We're about to find out. My name is Wolf. Your anchor, kasama ko syempre si Rob Luna. Rob, MPL Philippines Season 7 is presented by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart. Free games for all. Man, kailangan ng smart analysis mo dito. Tingin mo ba kakayanin ng Omega ang Blacklist International?
Well, given sa mga previous na mga naging laban, of course, ng Omega, they came up short, of course, during week number 3, coming from losses from LPE, then come from Aura PH. Sabihin na natin, if they take this win and sila pa ang makaka-decode dito sa Blacklist International, it's gonna surprise a lot of teams. Pero this is still Omega. Ito yung ating naging pambato ng ating M2.
Ang dami. Methodical team to, which we will talk about later. But for now, I would just like to remind everyone na as we continue to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, we encourage everyone to follow the government's health and safety protocols. This includes practicing social distancing, wearing the mask and the face shield, sanitizing, proper hand washing, and staying at home as much as possible. Let's all do our part to stay safe and help stop the spread of COVID-19. So, you were talking about Omega? Kung paano nga ba sila nag-represent sa Philippines? Ano ba nangyaring problema? What's the problem? What do we see ngayon sa Omega so far?
So far for Omega, no? Like what I've said sa panel kanina, sila Rockhart, parang it's like a hit or miss nga, gaya ng sabi ni Rockhart. Then, parang they were actually changing in terms of yung mga nagiging pick nila. Nakita nga natin in terms of hero pool kanina, 35 over at 25. So that only states na they have a lot of strategies. It's just so happen, siguro may specific din talaga tong meta na to that doesn't favor itong Omega.
Well, nakita naman natin kahit yung sa Omega, may mga times na kahit dun sa pagkatalo nila ay parang nananalo pa rin sila, di ba? May mga ganun mga moments. It's just that yung final scoreboard ay yung nire-reflect ay puro talo para sa side ng Omega. Pero nakikita mo ba ng solusyon itong para sa side ng Blacklist International? Kasi nakita natin na konti relatively yung ginagamit na heroes ng Blacklist International. Pero master naman nila. So, where's the line? Paano natin masabi na may sagot ang Blacklist International?
For Blacklist, no, this was actually mentioned by Manjin kanina, no, technically this is a meta for Oh My Venus. We've seen him use this during like season 4 run niya with Onyx PH, yung Estes. Medyo na iba lang ngayon kasi nagkaroon ng talo that was against Work Oster Force last week. So, pero yung ganun pa rin yung yung formula dito ng side ng Blacklist International. And then if we're gonna be using Work Oster Force as a reference dito, the side lane might actually be the key para sa side dito. If ever someone would like to decode Blacklist, kasi nakita natin yon with Tremor, TC, and Kusei na sumabay talaga sila sa side lane ng Blacklist International. I'm not saying na mas individually, mas magaling yung dalawa na yon over sa kay Edward and as well with Oheb. And basically, Oheb nga ang ating player of the week kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Pero if you could be able to shut down kahit isa sa kanila, there is always a chance na pwede nyong magawa ng paraan yung trio sa gitna ng Blacklist. And the big question is Omega going to do that kind of strategy? In
fairness naman, alam natin na Omega with very valid side laners. Alam natin sobrang solid. You have Kenji, minsan din pa si Kurt Hizzy, but also Toshi, di ba? Naaasahan naman din from before. So siguro nga, baka ito yung maging focus ng side ng Omega when it comes to dealing with Blacklist International. Nakita natin ang Blacklist International dun sa recent battle at the top. Yun nga yung na-mention mo, Work Oster Force. Bukod dun sa side lanes, pwede ba nating makita na i-adapt ng Omega yung parang naging strategy against Blacklist wherein okay lang na magbigay as long as may nakuha din sila na support meta. Parang ganun walang naban na nice one baby hero, di ba? At least, if I'm not mistaken, Matilda lang eventually, but technically speaking, nagbigayan So, i-adapt kaya to ng Omega when it comes to dealing against Blacklist International?
I think pwede, no? Kasi Kenji, parang kilala natin is actually using this kinds of hero, no? Like, specifically, Angela, di ba? Gamit na gawin. Talagang literally taga nice one baby. Pero, ang ano kasi, no, ang nagustuhan ko doon sa naging previous na laban ng Blacklist against Oster Force is that medyo hinimay-himay nila yung banning eh. Like, hindi sila nag-focus like kay Wise, hindi sila nag-focus just kay Oh My Venus. There's a part of Edward, there's a part of Oh My Venus, and even Wise. Kumbaga, nilalaro-laro ng Workcaster Force during the drafting. And tingin ko, isa yon sa magiging susi para, kumbaga, tinitingala kasi talaga ngayon Blacklist, and they were really thinking hard. Not only the teams, but also the viewers na, paano nga ba matatalo? Diba? I mean, paano nga ba matatalo ang Blacklist International?
We'll find out soon enough dahil nandito na tayo sa ating draft, Rob, and all the viewers out there who will make the smart choices in the draft. Catch it next. Brought to you by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart. Free games for all. And Diggy ang unang sagot ng Omega Esports.
Diggy, indeed. I think that's actually gonna be a good ban. And sabihin na natin, it's somehow general din naman, in terms of banning. Pero I would like to point out dito, props to Oh My Venus. I like the brightness no. Alam mo yung pag nakikita, I think it was called Bleeves, if I'm not mistaken. No, parang ramdam mo kagad yung aura niya, no? Parang wow, sobrang mesmerizing tignan pa lang kagad. But going to the draft dito, no. Wolf side lane ngayon ang nagiging target ngayon dito ng Omega Esports, and I think that's a good ban din na medyo alisin eh. I think Benedetta nga, medyo ramdam mo pag si Edward ang gumagamit.
Yeah, I want to also mention, Blacklist International naman, ang kanilang focus is the Ling, which is probably this is the first time na makikita ko yung Ling, the first band sa MPL Season 7. At itong Eve, what it tells me is gusto ng Blacklist International na kumuha ng Rafaela plus sa Marksman combo. Kasi usually dun yung pahirap looking at this. But Benedetta, sagot ng Omega Esports, gusto yata nila din na makunin yung Matilda or the Uranus o kaya naman yung Selena.
Yes, or they actually trying to force Blacklist International kasi it would be obvious since the Rafaela was open, the Estes was open, it was actually been used against Workcaster Force for all 3 games. So, yeah, this is, I think Omega Esports do have a plan if ever na yun ang gawing strategy dito ng Blacklist International. And for this final ban, kung titignan mo it's a combination of this is a courtesy and link. And I would like to know your thoughts, Wolf. Do you think mas okay if ever courtesy would going back into the side lane and we have like Haze once again, pero we're not seeing kasi
Hindi natin nakikita yun ngayon, pero feeling ko kumbaga backstage talks namin to mga kaibigan sa mga pinag-usapan natin mga casters. What if i-activate nila si courtesy sa side lanes ulit, then have Haze combo with Heath? Baka makabalik yung laro ng Omega Esports. But then again, sila magde-decide yan. Siguro, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin, ang dali para sa atin na sabihin yun.
I know.
Pero sila kasi nilalaro. But now, Matilda, the first pick for Mega Esports, is this Rafa plus Granger plus Blacklist or Joehead?
Yeah, I think ang daming open dito. Even Selena is open, but given the Granger, ito yung magiging pick nila. But it's Popol and Koopa, and this is an Oh My Venus specialty hero as well.
That's right. Lagi din ginagamit to ng mga teams. Kahit sa Indonesia, ginagamit na rin Popol laban sa sustain meta. Kasi pwede ka, napakadali mong mampok. You know where your opponents are. Ang dali din magbigay ng vision dahil dun sa traps. And overall kasi nakakainis kalaban ng isang Popol and Koopa kapag ikaw ay nandun sa healing meta.
Exactly. I mean, pwede mong ilak on tong isang Matilda na to, tas given that your itemization going for an all-mask, diba? Parang mas ang hirap gumalaw. Pero now, for Omega Esports, they're still gonna go for the Alice dito. Ang usually nagiging sagot dito ng mga teams whenever they see an Alice is like the Lunox.
Lunox, definitely. But Blacklist International, pag isa pang sustain hero to, automatic back siya na kukunin nila. And with the Yisun Shin now picked up from Omega Esports, I think makakakita tayo ng back siya dito from Blacklist International
for sure
sa side lanes. Or, siguro secure na lang din nila yung Rafaela, combo with Rafa plus Popol and Granger, isang solid din na trio sa mid lane. Instead, Harith ni Oheb.
Agree. And I was really thinking dito for Omega Esports is what's gonna be the best fit para dito sa Matilda na to. Kasi we all know that this Matilda would just simply go around and just leave GC onto the jungle, going into level 4 and probably get a pick-off sa isang side lane dito ng side ng Blacklist International. Now, this is, so kumbaga kung nakuha nyo yung hero nyo dito, we get this Harith. And popularize talaga to. This is an Oheb hero.
The Oheb hero. Kaya din naman, sila yung nagban ng back siya. Okay, so they might be considering the Rafael as well. Omega Esports, kailangan nilang iba niyan. Kahit sabihin natin may sagot sila, I think it's much better pag wag mo nilang ibagay yan sa side ng Blacklist International. Additionally, Rob, I like the Harith.
Your team is banned.
Sinasabi ng mga pro players na ang Harith ay lamang na ngayon sa Alice. When it comes to laning stage, late game, siguro may stun yung Alice na instant against Harith, pero kung microan ng laban, you will always favor the Harith. That's why kinuha agad ng Blacklist International. That's the fact na OHEB hero nga siya.
Exactly. And not only that, you mentioned kanina, the Rafaela, kumbaga it's not worth the risk na i-open pa yan kasi this might be like the post 5 or rather the tank support dito ng Blacklist International. And given, that was also gonna be the key para mas maging mabilis ang ikot dito ng Blacklist. So now, what is actually lacking ngayon dito for Omega Esports? They don't have a side lane yet na probably an XP laner or I think etong match na to, no, as we've seen the first series kanina na medyo highly contested ang isang show. Meanwhile dito sa series na to, I mean the show is not even being you considered. Not considered. Kumbaga hindi rin siya right fit either of the two teams no?
Pwede naman siguro sa Omega Esports para may pang-catch sila sa Harith. Yun kasi yung kulang sa kanila ngayon. May initiating, stun sila with Matilda, pati na rin dun sa Alice, di ba may Circling Eagle, tas may Blood O. Pero ang overall na kailangan mo is yung hard lockdown dun sa Harith, pati na rin sa Granger, which might come from a show. Blacklist, I was gonna say Barats, na magandang pick talaga para sa Blacklist International. So that is a good ban. Ano na ngayon natitira para kay Edward? I'm thinking siguro Lapu?
Exactly. Well, the Barats, to be honest, if you're on the side of Omega Esports, that's gonna be very nostalgic. I mean, that was the nail in the coffin during their match against LPE, with of course the epic comeback coming from. I mean, that was an epic comeback. I mean, the epic Benedetta play coming from BMO, but now. What's gonna be it for Blacklist International, mga kaibigan?
I'm thinking Lapu-Lapu or Estes at this point para sa Blacklist International. Pero pwede kasi din nilang i-last pick yung Estes para kay Oh My Venus. So siguro kunin nila yung Lapu-Lapu ngayon or Thamus para makalamang sila when it comes to the side lane matchup. Isang hero na pwedeng makapag-knock up. Pwede rin namang Cho yung kunin nila. So, Estes nga yung kondo dito ng Blacklist International. As predicted, para naman sa Omega Esports, they might be looking for an anti-heal. Siguro sila pa yung magkaka-lead actually.
Pwede. Parang ang iisipin mo, whenever there's an Estes, you already know what kind of strategy that Blacklist International is gonna do. Kumbaga, magsasama-sama sila at some point going into mid-game. So, the question is for Omega Esports, will they be able to take the early stages of the game para makakuha ng early lead against Blacklist International, or would they somehow get like a strategy na somehow work para dito sa side ng Blacklist na yung side lane nila yung tina-target?
So I think Khalid tapos Hylos siguro para sa Omega Esports instead.
Your team is
Luyi.
Busa.
I like the Luyi.
I know. I also like the Louis. Why? Because whenever you combo your rotation, kasi given nga, sinabi natin, magsasama-sama ang Blacklist. Okay, sama-sama kayo. Louis would be the best answer given na AOE pa yung Necklace of Durance mo.
Tama ka dyan. Alam naman natin, ang favorite ng mga viewers natin yun, yung Necklace of Durance.
Oo, that's actually ang Necklace of Durance Wolf sa ngayon sa meta natin ay hindi pwedeng mawala.
Tama, hindi pwedeng mawala ang Necklace of Durance ngayon. So, as predicted ulit, Lapu-Lapu ang kukunin ng Blacklist International. Definitely Blacklist International comfort playstyle to. Ngayon, ang gusto ko lang nga na nakita natin kami na from Omega Esports is yung kanilang mid lane duo. Looking at this, hindi na sila nag-tank whatsoever. So Matilda yung mag-act as their tank. Technically speaking, kasi meron absorption, pero roamer pa rin para sa side ng Omega Esports. Mataas pa rin yung damage output at pag-contest. Pero yung Luyi no? Ito yung parang sagot talaga nila
I know. Itong Luyi na to, it might actually have a good game. Medyo may lang with Luyi, no? Na medyo mabagal yung movement speed niya. And then Matilda with the guiding wind. Ang bilis ng magiging ikot nila dito. And this Hayabusa, kumbaga, siya yung parang magiging parang instant burst specifically on the sa back lanes. So parang maiisip mo ngayon dito, Omega Esports, they are trying to make Blacklist International na magsama-sama sila. 'Di ba? Na hindi sila pwedeng may humiwalay na isa. Then for Hayabusa, that's actually a win-win as well kasi pwede kang sumegway or umano ka lang sa isang side lane.
Ang medyo questionable dito is kulang bigla ng lockdown ngayon ang side ng Omega Esports. Although if you think about it, madami silang stuns. Pero parang wala ka nung definitely hard CC talaga pang control sa halip. So baka magkaroon tayo ng malupit na game for Oheb dito. Lalo na naka-purify na siya.
I know, kumbaga, yung yung dash in, dash out dito ng Chrono Dash ni Oheb. That was still gonna go on the mid-game pa rin naman. So, yeah, dito mga kaibigan, Blacklist Omega Esports, they have to make something happen talaga dito sa early game.
It's gonna be difficult for sure para sa side ng Omega Esports. Pero pag nakahanap sila ng magandang mga pick-offs, dahil nga naman meron kang quad shadow, meron kang shadow kill, damage, hindi mawawala yan sa side ng Omega Esports. Ang tanong, enough ba to? But Blacklist International, since ito yung comfort nila, Wise now playing the Granger, tapos meron kang pang-box out ni Eson, pati ni Omay Venus, which by the way, nagpalit sila ngayon. Hindi naman nagpalit talaga, pero si Eson yung gagamit ng Estes, si Omay Venus naman yung gamit ng Popol and Kupa. Na last time ko nakita ang Omay Venus, Popol and Kupa, ang taas ng GPM at ng damage output niya. So that's also a very scary thing na makita natin sa Blacklist.
I know, and this is basically My Venus hero din talaga. Talagang practice mastery of the hero din talaga tong Popol and Kupa. But look at this, speaking of mastery, look at how annoying itong Kupa na to. Even had GC, pwede siyang ma-disrupt dito getting the purple buff.
That's
so
right.
medyo sabihin na natin dito, the early game, or rather the tempo, would still come out from Omega Esports. But look at how position dito yung mga support ng Blacklist International, providing every information that their team needs, Wise needs, or even Oheb.
Looking now dun sa mga levels ng mga cores natin, Edward is level 4, pati na rin si Toshi, prepping up para sa ating turtle take. Si GC medyo malayo dun sa turtle fight, pero yung rotation ni Wise, saktong-sakto dun sa pwesto ng turtle. Kung mapapansin natin ang Blacklist, mas mauna yata sa pwesto around this turtle area. And how important is this free turtle kung sakali sa side ng Blacklist International, Rob?
Sobrang importante niyan, Wolf, kasi this will bolster the damage and the items. Pero mukhang aabot yata sila dito, Wolf.
Nandito na sila Toshi, Hajisen, Hayes, but Turtle has been slain by the Granger. Tuma na dito si Edward, Granger with the ultimate. Healing coming out from Omega, pati na rin yung Aegis. Pero si Hayes, ang mapapatumba pa rin with Edward jumping forward. Ginamit na rin yung Flicker. First blood, pati rin first turtle nasa side ng Blacklist International.
Medyo naging pilit. Yes, nasabi natin na umabot doon yung Omega Esports, pero wala sila doon sa proper formation nila eh. Kumbaga, almost nandun na yung mga members ng Blacklist, and even na yung Hayabusa sinubukan pang rumesponde, hindi na rin hinaya at umabot. Basically, level 3 pa nga lang siya, kumuha ng minion sa gitna para lang makuha yung kanyang ultimate.
Luigi with the teleportation diversion ultimate para makita mas mata ng konti. Kaya ang reaction ng Blacklist, makapag-out sila. And it's not like makakuha naman na kill ng Omega Esports ng ganun kadali. Second round na ng buffs natin, Rob. But the clear winner ng early game natin, or at least nung laning stage, Blacklist International.
Indeed. So the question is, paano ang magiging sakgot ngayon dito ng Omega, as we are expecting that they are the first one na ito laban na to. Pero ito ang dito, Wolf, no? Kung iisipin mo rin naman, they have this Hayabusa, but later on, circling Eagle dito para kay Omay Venus.
Flicker ay na-commit ni Omay Venus just to be safe. May kontra lang, pambugaw lang mula sa side ng Blacklist International. Pero mukhang gagawa ng move ang Omega ngayon dito sa may top lane. GZ, pati si Hayes, aggressive dun sa may backlines. Nandito rin si Kurt TZ. Zone na ang mga members ng Blacklist International. Pero dito si Wise, sa bandang likod, Aegis popped by Omega. Lumalaban na ngayon ang Blacklist International moving forward. Nandito rin si Kupa, pero walang stun so far. Louis with a good rotation combo, pero may healing kami na from Eson. At biglang malinis, full health na ulit ang mga members ng Blacklist International.
Kumbaga, dala nila yung fountain dito sa mismong laban na to. Look at the mountain shocker dito. Look at that damage. Medyo pwede nilang matulak ngayon dito ang Blacklist. Pero that fight,
Omay Venus
started with a flank kay Wise at kay Eson. Pero Omega Esports, they're trying to force another turtle fight dito even without courtesy.
Yun na nga ang magiging problema sa Omega. -1 sila ngayon. Blacklist International starting yung turtle. Nakuha nga GC with the retribution. Edward, hindi tumama yung ulti, yung stun. May nahuli nga lang si Toshi. Gets out pero napatay na yung lapu-lapu with damage output ng Omega Esports. Ang kapalit ay si Hayes. Pero yung Omega, medyo okay para sa kanila yung nangyaring trade-off. Nakakuha sila ng isang kill kay Edward. Pero yung turtle nakuha ng Blacklist. Ang gandang ipit coming out from Blacklist International. Kenji, naman sa quad shadow. Hindi! Kulang yata! Merong damage ang Blacklist International para ma-burst yung Hayabusa.
Oh no! Yes, you said earlier, Wolf, no, na maganda yung naging trade nila doon. Nakuha nila yung turtle and they also got the kill from the lapu-lapu ni Edward. Yun nga lang na pick off si Kenji, which is very unfortunate. And yes, Now, medyo nagtayap ulit. Bumalik ulit yung favor ngayon dito sa Blacklist International. But meanwhile, Toshi dito sa baba, I think he's actually winning somehow dito against the Lapu-Lapu dito ni Edward. Pero nakita natin yung capability ng isang Louie. Pag nagkaroon siya ng free, ng space to be able to do his combo with the rotation, nakita natin yung damage.
Timing and...
Pero, the big question is, pag hindi naman nila napatay from that combo, nakita natin kung paano napuno ulit ang buhay ng mga members dito ng Blacklist International.
Walking Fountain, Durance now picked up ito na yung necklace sa sinasabi natin. Now part ng itemization ni Louie. Gusto ko yung ginawa niya dito, hindi niya binuo yung kanyang boots. So ano muna, brown protector na sa Durance. Kenji gumiting the ultimate. Pero pang zone lang yan dahil gusto yata mag-push ng Omega dito sa may top lane. Hugaw mula sa Blacklist International. Oh my Venus with the flicker. Nahuli si Kenji. Alam niyang wala ng pang-dash. May nahuli pang trap. May combination na nga at napatay na naman nila si Kenji doon sa top lane.
Oh no, this is going sideways ngayon dito para sa side ng Omega. Kenji getting shutted down for twice involved. And this, how to return it sa top lane might actually go down. Pero mukhang sumasap. Ito, no? Pagka nagkakaroon ng pick-off dito, ang Blacklist International, that Mountain Shocker is really helping them.
Yeah.
Why? Because hindi sila napupush basta-basta. Kahit pa paano na-show off yung mga members ng Blacklist.
Hindi na naman. Round number 2. Turtle ulit para sa Blacklist International. This time, Omega Esports. Meron na sila 5 members. Wala na ring ultimate dito si Eson. Pero yung Turtle, makuha pa rin ni Granger. Oh, may Venus in trouble. Or in trouble nga ba? Ito na Louie combo. Kaso na burst down na sila nila Harith. Backlanes sa likod. Nakita natin yung kill doon sa Harith with a stun. Edward nga lang kukontra, makukuha yung kill dun sa Eason Shin. Eson and Wise nandun sa may likuran. Edward nag-zone out looking for courtesy kill. May stun by them. Nag-flicker muna dito si Louie. Another combo. In comes Kenji. Dealing damage as is down. Louie magte-teleport pa sa likuran. Gusto nila kuha pa na additional kills. Wise in trouble. Makuha pa ni Kenji yung kill. Hindi na. Pero si Courtesy yung tatapos.
Courtesy! All around the map. Ramdam mo siya doon pa lang sa initiation pa lang from the turtle fight, doon sa hinahabol na sila up until sa pag-chase off nila. In terms of positioning dito ni Courtesy, this is what they really need for Omega Esports. Now, Edward, merong skateboard dito. Medyo mag-ingat-ingat ka dahil pwede kang mastan yan. But going backward, nakita na natin, nagpe-pay off na ngayon yung Necklace of Durance.
Exactly.
Given that Courtesy is having a good Louie game.
Oo, nakikita natin yung impact nung early Durance na yon. Courtesy, nag-ano siya dito, mystery shop. Tapos ni-rush niya talaga yung Durance. The fact na isang beses pa lang siya namatay in this particular game allowed the Omega Esports squad to kind of weather the storm. Parang na-survive nila yung initial na rotation sa Blacklist International. This time, okay na sila. Nakita natin nga lang yung gap when season siya ng Granger. Mauuna sa BOD. Etong si Wise. At malaking power spike yan. Isasabay din yan dun sa BOD na rin ni Edward na nagulat ako, napakayaman na pala ni Edward ngayon.
Yes.
BOD at Bloodlust Axe.
Exactly. Almost going 6,000 dito ang gold net worth ngayon dito ni Edward. And we've seen him naman diba? But he's actually jumping into the backlanes dito ng Omega Esports and kaya rin medyo nawawala sa formation Nadi-dismantle dito yung Omega Esports because Edward is really giving them a hard time with this Lapu-Lapu. And ang nagiging sagot lang dito ng Omega is kahit papaano nagagawa ng paraan ni Courtesy. So this is gonna be another turtle fight na mangyayari pero may teleport na magaganap.
Diversion ultimate sa may likuran. Nandun si GC. Oh, heavy trouble. Oh, going down. Na-burst na nga dito ng Omega. Looking for more. Kaso si Hayes napigilan nga lang ng mga traps. Oh my Venus, gusto yatang kumontrol. Income sa quad shadow. Oh my Venus, Mark may trouble pero may healing. Makauwi din sila doon. Toshi, ngayon na nila sa likuran. Kaso kailangan niya magbamba out. Otherwise, mamamatay siya. Oh, what a jump from Edward once again. Damage na naman. Makakatatlo ngayon na Blacklist International. Bigla. Kill para kay Edward.
Oh no! Sabi dito ni Kuya Edward, saan kayo pupunta? It started greatly for the side of Omega chasing in dito and with that rotation, na-pick off nila kagad doon si Oheb. Kaso, yung damage output dito ni Edward, hindi na nila Toshi with his Alice, kumaga na hindi na masustain.
Yeah, makikita natin syempre, yung Blacklist International almost mautakan na sila ng Omega Esports. And I'm sure that as we watch this replay, brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only $13,999.
Itong replay na to, dito natin nakita na na-pick up ni Haji si Oheb, pero hindi pa sila umihinto. Sabi nila, let's engage. So, Oh My Venus was actually the one who initiated the fight with courtesy. Now, pasok sa may likod si Toshi, kaso hindi niya kayang i-sustain dahil mas malakas yung sustain ng heal dito ni Eso. Now, dahil medyo nagkaroon na ng mga cooldowns dito ng mga skills, pasok ngayon dito si Edward with the triple kill, and that sealed the deal, getting Blacklist ahead dito sa match na to.
Oh, Edward with timing and positioning. Pinag-usapan natin keyword, power spike. Biglang nagkaroon ng BOD si Wise, pati na rin si Edward. Kaya nga naman dun sa specific na laban na yun, lamang sila ng items. Parang few seconds lang, lumamang na ng bigla ng kalakasan yung Blacklist International. Ang nakuha din nila pagkatapos nun, Rob, nakuha sila ng push dun sa may top lane. 2 turrets down dun sa may top for a total of 3 on the side of Blacklist International. Now Omega going for a play. Si Oh My Venus ang inuna nila. May damage sila, kaso si Wise naman ang pumotekta kay Oh My Venus in this moment.
Oh no, muntikan yun muntikan yun. I think Eson wasn't on the vicinity para i-heal doon si Oh My Venus. It's just that hindi lang enough yung damage doon ng Omega. But here comes this Hayabusa. Pero hindi pa tayo nakakita dito ng mga simple pick up dito coming from Kenji. Pero kung papansinin mo, Wolf, Blacklist International is actually winning the team fights. Pero yung mga minion waves actually showed off papunta sa base ng Blacklist on the side lane. Well, yung mid lane hindi nila makuha kasi hindi mabasag ngayon ng Omega Esports. Pero this is what's keeping them alive. Itong mga gilid na to for Omega Esports.
I think Kenji, ginagamit niya din yung ultimate siya para yung shadow kill. Mostly just to clear the waves. Siguro nga, ganun yung naging epekto. Kaya yung Blacklist International, hindi naman talaga direct snowball. But napapansin natin ngayon na yung power spike is favoring definitely yung side of Blacklist International.
Yeah, this is almost a 4,000 lead for the side of Blacklist. Pero this is still, I really know na kayang-kayang bawiin ng Omega. Kasi nung tinignan ko yung item kanina, it's Toshi already has a Winter Truncheon, and that might be a key sa susunod na team fight na mangyayari. But there might be a pick-up na naman dito kay Kenji.
Naku po, nauna na yung Quad Shadow ngayon si Kenji. Wala nang magawa. Super duper slow mula doon sa skill set. Ginamit na rin ni Wise yung Retribution doon. Kaya nga naman, nakita nyo, halos mastan na si Kenji sa sobrang bagal niya.
Oh, ang laki kasi ng napoprovide dito ng mga traps dito ni Oh My Venus Alam nila na malayo yung mga kakampi dito, or rather mga teammates dito ni Kenji. And there, kaya nilang i-pick off yung Hayabusa even with those mobility like the Quad Shadow. Pero mukhang hindi sila maglo-lord muna rito. They would like to choke out first Omega Esports.
Kinuha nila ng orange buff. Wise getting the orange buff of Hajizi. Samantala sa may bandang top lane si Edward nakikipagmamaan kay Toshi dun sa may top lane. Alam naman natin, lapo-lapo na alis hindi magkakapatayan. Alis may magkamali talaga ng todo. But that means Blacklist International, more map control. Ginamit na yung Dead Sonata. Ang gusto kong mabati ng Blacklist International dito, taking down the turret. Estes healing na naman! Ako po si Eson! Mabubuhay pa rin with that flicker, Quad Shadow. And the Shadow kill already committed this time. Para Mamba out, walang namatay. But the turret will get so much damage by mid lane.
Nakita na natin, and I think Blacklist International clearly win that fight. Kasi kung mapapansin mo, Eso na out-sustain niya. Siya na nga yung tinatarget ng Matilda, the Circling Eagle. Everyone is targeting this Estes. Pero pag hindi nila na-burst yun, it's gonna reverse at sila pa yung mawawala.
Exactly. This time, hindi na ipipilit ngayon na Blacklist International. Tumingin na sila nag-poke, and Omega Esports, nag-focus sila sa pag-clear ng waves. Kaya nga naman, madedepensa nila yung torre na yun. And by the way, yung kanina pa natin sinasabing pag-split push dito ni Kenji, ay nagpe-pay off din sa may bottom lane para din may extra lane minion flow dun sa may backlines. Case tumalon nga lang dito sa may bandang Lord area. Si Oh My Venus, mapapatay lang dito ni Kenji. Sa magandang pick up mula sa Black International, Dead Sonata, ginamit ni Wise. Ito na si Edward. Oh, back-to-back yung ultimate. Napatay na nga nila dito yung Hayabusa. Can they get more? Louis with a good defense may sa backlines. Now isolated si Edward pero may flicker shot just to run away. Blacklist International, 1-for-1 naging trade-off.
Tingin ko, mas nag-favor pa rin yun for the side of Blacklist International. Yes, the Popolin Kupa was taken down, pero ang kapalit naman nun is Kenji, who was actually doing great sa mga side lane. That's the reason kung bakit hindi rin basta-basta makapag-lord dito ang Blacklist International. And I really like Wolf dito, yung discipline ng Blacklist International, that they could potentially take the lord, pero they don't want to risk it. Yeah. Diba?
Pero backline, courtesy, nakita si Edward, good shutdown to kung kakayanin. Pero tanong, kakayanin ba? Nandito na si Eso, nandito na si Wise, kontra mula sa Blacklist International. International sa likuran. Hinahabol dito si Hayes. Stun connects. May damage pa na dito rin si Oheb. Hindi nga lang nakahabol. Medyo kumunat na yung mga members ng Omega with the Winter Truncheon ng Toshi. Ang yun nga lang napaggamit ng mga resources ng Omega, yung blacklist naramdaman na nila, atin na tong Lord.
Kanila na talaga to. Dahil nagamit na nga yung mga resources and mga ultimates and even the Winter Truncheon doon ni Toshi, and they could not be able to contest that first Luminous Lord. Now, this would be hard for Omega Esports ngayon na lumabas. They were actually doing great kasi nakakapag-segue or sumasideline pushes dito si Kenji. But this Lord might actually take at least one base turret sa kanila and all the outer turrets ngayon. In terms of positioning, sobrang lamang ngayon ng Blacklist International.
Do you think yung Omega kaya ba nilang depensa to, Rob?
That's a big question and I really have to see it right now, Wolf, dahil papasok na si Luminous dito sa gitna.
Deathbolt is may bandang gitna, tumalon na yung Lord sa likod, sa kaliwa, si Kenji na-isolate na. Yung Blacklist International hindi nag-commit sa kill, ang kanilang source lang, ang kanilang gustong gawin na misyon. Kumuha lang ng Torre katulad sinabi mo, one base turret down dun sa may mid lane. Top lane umikot ang Blacklist International, dito si Kenji. Papakita lang gumagamit na ng Shuriken, nag-clear lang sila dito or dinadamage yung mga members ng Blacklist. Mahirap nga lang merong tumatangki pa na damage. May +1 yung Blacklist dahil nandun si Kuba.
Oh yes, kumbaga kung wala man silang heal, may isa pa silang taga-nice one baby na nagangalang Kuba.
Oh no, ang taas ng damage ng Blacklist International dito. They will be able to get the top lane turret. At nakita nga natin depensa, Purify, ginamit ni Oheb. And Hayes mukhang confident sa ngayon. Kaso ito na nga si Oheb, nakuha na yung kill. Kami na from Omega Esports, they take out Oheb Harit. Nakita kasi nila na kumilig Purify para sa likod! Oh! Version ultimate pala! Yes, sorry tropa pero may flicker. Nakuha nila kill doon sa papalit ko pa. Tumalon si Cartesi, pati na rin si Toshi. Nakita dito si Eson, ang bagal maglakad, na-stun pa nga. Oh, yung unang immortality and Eson will definitely go down.
Hindi pa tapos to, Wolf, dahil medyo maiwan dito si Wise and Kenji. Inaabangan, alam na to.
Iniipit na nila.
Alam na to ni Wise.
Oh, GZ, huli ka na Wise.
Oh, wow.
Wise, can he get at least one kill? Hinahabol nga lang siya. Mukhang hindi na. The burst is real. Omega Esports nakakuha ng 4 na kills.
But still, we all know na nangyari na yun, this would be a gusto maganda kung makita natin dito sa replay na to. That's gonna be brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999. And going back dito sa replay na to, Wolf, nakuha nila yung dalawang base turret sa gitna at dito sa may taas. Pero nag-chase down dahil nakapag-regen na ngayon dito ang mga members dito and also nag-cooldown na rin kanilang skills. Habol sila dito and that TP, that diversion onto the backlane, hindi ready doon ang mga members dito ng Blacklist and that's what get them ahead. Pero ang tanong dito, Wolf, will that be enough to turn the tables around para sa Blacklist International?
Definitely mapifeel natin na may sipa, may suntok pa ang Omega Esports na ngayon. Lalong-lalo na pag nakakuha sila ng magandang diversion play. It's gonna be up to them kung paano nila kontrain. Alam mo, Rob, nakakita na tayo ng ilang games na nalugi na talaga yung team pero dahil lang sa mga Louis, teleportations with the diversion, na-turn around pa nila yung laban. And
yes,
Omega Esports is a team na kaya mag-pull off ng ganun.
And I can only imagine and how epic that would be, Wolf, kung paano. Kasi ito ang nangyayari, di ba? Perfect positioning coming from Eson. Lagi siyang nasa likod, but hindi mo kasi may expect yun no? That's gonna be on the brushes and it probably ang makakatulong sa iyo doon is gonna be a trap. Coming from the papalit ko pa kasi mapapansin mo madalas si Venus yung humaharap So, di ba? So, ngayon, it's all about, pero mukhang magkakaroon dito ng laban. Ang mangyayari dito ngayon, Wolf, is that itong Lord na to would be highly contested by Omega Esports. They have to. Kasi pag binigay lang nito ng halos libre for Blacklist International, that might be over for them.
I definitely agree. Looking at Granger, Athena Shield yung defensive item niya, pati na rin yung quote-unquote defensive offensive item na Rose Gold Meteor. Para naman kay Hayes on the Matilda, ganda nung dominance Ice picked up. I think sobrang crucial nito, Rob. Oh man, it's gonna be tricky. Yung Blacklist International. Oh! Louis plays! May likuran na naman! Kaso mangyayari yata dito Omega Esports, napatay na kay Louis. Wise in trouble! Pero hindi pa rin siya mapatay with the sustain. It comes Kenji! Kaya pa yung kill, di niya naabot! At kayo siya pa! Yung makukuha ng Blacklist International.
Oh, that
Binigra tayo noon. Kaso napasama pa Omega Esports getting another death onto Matilda.
What actually happened, Wolf, is that nung nag-rotation sila doon, si Wise kagad yung ano yung sinugod nila Yun yung kailangan pinunterya. Kaso sobrang nabantayan dito ng mga support dito ng Blacklist, and that's gonna be over for Omega Esports. That could have been their win if they could have potentially taken down Wise. Pero hindi nangyari yon. Ang bilis nang nangyari, ang bilis ng pagpindot, nagkagulatan tayo dito, pero at the end of the day, mas naging handa, mas naging alerto ang mga tank support and the rest of the team dito ng Blacklist International.
This winning moment is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999. Nakita natin yung Blacklist International. I was about to say na group na magkakasama lang sila. Ganun magkakadikit lang talaga yung mga members ng Blacklist International. Kaya naman pala kasi gusto nila na handa sila doon sa diversion play na yan. Rob, siguro last question, gaano ka-importante yung itemization ng Granger? Nagpakunat siya Rose Gold plus the Athena Shield. Yun ba yung dahilan kung ba't siya nabuhay doon?
Totoo. I mean, there was a sliver of health ni Wise doon. Good thing na combo nila doon. Parang nag-alapitar pan pa nga si Matilda pati doon si si Matilda together with the Louie, pero the damage wasn't enough.
Man, napakagandang laban mula sa dalawang teams na to. I can't wait for the breakdown which will be brought to us by our analyst Midnight. Midnight, let's go!
Up until this day, hindi pa rin ma-decode ang Blacklist International. After a crazy game, they're still able to win against Omega PH. Once again, welcome to the Analyst Stand. My name is Midnight, and i-breakdown natin isa-isa kung paano naging takbo nitong game natin for Blacklist International versus Omega PH. Tignan muna natin yung post-game stats, no? Hatid sa atin ng Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. Dito natin makikita yung breakdown actually, no? From the draft to the itemization and yung adjustments na ginawa ng ating dalawang teams. First of all, syempre, ito pa rin, makikita pa rin natin dyan yung S-test ng Blacklist International. Pero, note lang is, hindi si Venus yung gumagamit ng S-test this time around. No? Siguro gusto rin magka-baby ni paring Eson dito, kaya siya naman daw yung mag-S-test. Pero it makes sense. Kasi, ang gusto mo sa S-test is, yung early game, makakuha siya ng maraming items para mas lalong effective pagdating ng mid-game. So, si Ome Venus, siya naglaro ng Popolin Kupa, siya yung bumili muna ng mask. Kasi ang kailangan lang naman ni Popolin Kupa is honestly just the level 2. And after that, typical item progression na to the Crystal Helmet, Thunderbelt, and Demon Hunter Sword para meron siyang additional sustain and damage. Pero ang magandang adjustment dito is actually, tingnan natin yung items ni Granger, no? Athena Shield, and then Rose Gold Meteor. Usually nakikita natin yung Brute Force Breastplate on the Granger, pero pagdating kasi na mid-game, parang nararamdaman niya na, okay, ang threat kasi kay Granger this time around is the Luoyi, the Alice, and the Matilda. These are the 3 gap closers that will make the life of the Granger really, really hard. So, ang sabi niya, okay, kailangan ko ng magic defense. Yan yung binibigay ng Athena Shield. At kailangan ko rin ng raw damage. Pero syempre, kailangan ko rin intindihin yung aking magic resistance. So, the Rose Gold Meteor was the perfect choice here for Granger. Actually, nag-play yan. Nagkaroon ng factor yan pagdating ng last clash, no? Nung hindi siya napatay ng Omega. Yung napakagandang play sana ng Omega Esports, hindi yun gumana sa kanila dahil nga yung item selection ni Wise Tito is just perfect for Blacklist International. And once again, guys, those stats are brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. Bago tayo mag-move on sa ating mga highlights, no, yung mga moments ng ating game, ay check nyo muna yung ating QR code. No? Scan nyo na itong QR code, punta na kayo dito sa website, and fill upan nyo na yung form na kailangan para kayo yung magkaroon ng chance manalo ng skin worth of 599 diamonds. So again, guys, fill upan nyo lang yung form. If you're one of the 30,000 registrants, no, may chance kayo manalo ng skin. And remember, matatapos yung giveaway natin after the last match. So unahan nyo na yung mga nakakakita nitong form natin, and pati na rin yung QR code. Scan nyo na yan and head on to get an amazing reward. Now, let's move on to the highlights of our game. Of course, again, brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Free to game great with Smart, free games for all. As usual, makikita natin yung typical playstyle ng Blacklist International, no? After nakuha nila yung mga timings sila, magdidikit-dikit talaga sila, sama-sama sila. Sabi nila, hindi tayo pabagsak na magkakahiwalay. Lagi tayo magsama-sama. Every objective ng Blacklist International, gusto nila ay sama-sama sila. Of course, this is to maximize the impact of the Estes and the Popalit Kupa. Meron ka ng pang zone, meron ka pang sustain. Omega Esports, they had an answer, no? Nakakuha naman sila ng Matilda, nakakuha sila ng Luoyi. These two heroes are actually somewhat of a key against Blacklist International. Kasi imagine niyo yung pang-gap close ni Matilda ay kayang i-sustain ng Blacklist International. Pero the problem is, kapag nagsama-sama yung Blacklist to deal with the Matilda initiation, may Luoyi pa yung Omega Esports. So parang nakikita natin nagiging solid na yung idea, no, ng mga teams against Blacklist International. Pero syempre, execution pa rin yung magiging problem nyo dyan. Blacklist International, always, all the time, ready sila to sustain their course and make sure na kapag lumaban yung kalaban, laging nasa unahan si Oheb, si Eson, at pati na rin si Edward. Actually, gustong-gusto ko yung ginagawa ni Edward dito. No? Again, this is the strength of a Lapu-Lapu. Kaya mong i-sustain yung frontline and at the same time, hindi ka pwedeng i-neglect ng kalaban mo, which what Omega did on these team fights. No? Parang iniisip nila, okay guys, kailangan natin patayin si Wise, kailangan natin mag-initiate sa backline, and kailangan natin mahuli yung Granger. And maraming beses nila nakuha yan. Pero again, ang naging problema nila dito in this game is si Edward on the Lapu-Lapu. I think this is the clash na pwede nating makita, no. Napakaganda ng play dito sana ng Omega Esports. Makakuha sila ng kill, no. Makukuha nila si Oheb dito. The Harriet falls down. So the team fight of Blacklist International is already reduced. Pero ang gagawin ng Omega Esports is, okay, let's split. Tingnan natin kung makakahanap pa tayo ng laban. Look at this. Sabi nila, okay, try nating labanan yung Popalit Kupa. Meron pa tayong Hayabusa and meron pa rin tayong YSS. So kayang-kaya natin labanan yan. But look at Edward. Always on the backline. Pangalawang beses niya nang ginawa to. Tinatalo na niya yung backline just to focus on Hajizi. Although hindi niya nabot si Hajizi kasi may dash pa yung YSS, he was committing the flicker, no? Itong flicker, kinumit niya talaga yan para mahabol niya si YSS. And ito, dito natin makikita yung target selection ng Blacklist International. This is where they excel. Alam nila kung sino yung targets na kailangan nila patayin. Edward using flicker to reach the backline and bigyan ng opportunity yung Blacklist International para lumaban. Kasi kapag nag-split yung Omega Esports, lugi actually sila against Blacklist International. Why? Kasi may Estes nga sa side ng Blacklist. Now, hindi naman walang bawi ang Omega Esports. Actually, napakaganda rin nung play nila dito, no. Sinalubong nila yung Blacklist International on their way back and they were able to get 2 kills out of this. And makikita natin dito na magsisimula na mag-disperse ang Blacklist International kasi hindi na nila kaya lumaban pa against Omega Esports. And dito natin makikita, actually si Wise, no? Etong movement niya, no? It looked like a feed, no? Parang random movement from the Granger. Pero the thing is, wala na kasi silang kawala doon. So Wise just opting to go on the bottom part of the map para makapag-split push. And ito yung key moment, actually. Ito yung part na nabuhay pa si Wise. Nakapasok sila sa may backline eh. They had the Matilda initiation, pero kulang yung damage nila against the Granger. And after that, alam na nila na, okay guys, na ma-burn na ng Omega Esports lahat ng skill nila, habulin na lang natin yung mga heroes nila. Si Wise, pauwi ng base, pero yung apat, nagmamarcha na sa base ng Omega Esports. And this is where you see the fall of Omega Esports in this game. Isang crucial adjustment lang from the Granger, building up the sustain item and cleaning up the team fight here for Blacklist International. So, syempre, the MVP of our game, brought to us by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of MPL. Break through your own limits, rise above, and be free to game great with Smart. Free games for all. Again, Edward on Lapu-Lapu. Pero pwede rin namang Lapu-Lapu on Edward, no? KDA of 612, damage result of 73,292. Look at the damage taken, 116,959. And this is how important Edward was on that game. Ang taas ng damage na dinil niya, especially on the backline, no? Hajizi, hindi siya nakahanap ng pwesto para lumugar sa team fights, and at the same time, yung sustain nila, even though meron silang Luoyi problem on the side of Omega Esports, he was able to rise above and be the MVP here for Blacklist International. Game number 1 goes to the boys in black. Tingnan natin kung kaya pa ba bumawi ng Omega Esports on game number 2. Casters, let's go!
Maraming salamat Midnight for that wonderful breakdown. And nakita natin nga yung biglang impact eh. I mean, kanina dun sa mismo cast when we were seeing that game, ang bilis na mga pangyayari. And then pag nakita na natin ng slowdown, dun natin nakita na ang lupit pala talaga ng galawan ni Edward with that MVP performance. What else can you say about that performance mula sa Blacklist International?
Ang dami nating I think you deserve talaga ni Edward to get that MVP, getting the crucial pickoffs on the back lanes dito. So for the side of Omega Esports kasi, 'di ba, parang nagiging key nila yung Luigi. Pero yung pressure na binibigay ni Edward to them na nadidismantle nagkakawatak-watak. This is what Midnight mentioned din, no? Na pagka nagkahiwa-hiwalay yung mga members dito ng Omega, they are getting picked off one by one. And that's how strong Blacklist. And yung ano din yung pag alam nila kung sino yung dapat nilang habulin. Alam nila kung paano lang sila. Para it's so disciplined. And I can never say na how do we actually decode Blacklist International?
Man, ang ganda ng mga sinabi mo. Kasi parang yun talaga yung nakita natin Parang everybody's disciplined. Alam nila yung roles nila. Now, we move on to game number 2, the draft. We'll make the smart choices in the draft. Catch it next! Brought to you by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game great with Smart. Free games for all. Ling ulit. Para sa Blacklist International. Ano ba to? Target ban ba to? O meron silang part of the plan?
I think, it's not. In my opinion, the reason why they're actually banning itong Ling na to is like they don't want to have Wise on this specific hero. Or, sa totoo lang, kung ipapansinin mo, even yung mga previous na mga matches ni Wise, I don't think na ginagamit niya itong Ling. And the Ling, rather for Blacklist International, they don't want to have had GC on this hero kasi nga, yung side lane nakita natin yon with the Hayabusa earlier is actually giving them a hard time. So HGC with this hero, we all know how he actually uses this one. Pag hindi na maganda yung nagiging laro ni HGC sa mid game, na he turns to a strategy o na side lane pushes. So I think talagang worth it talagang iban agad yung Ling na yon on this specific team.
Alam natin naging sikat ang KDA machine dahil nga naman dun sa Ling na ginagamit ni HGZ from before. Same bans para sa Blacklist International, para naman sa Omega Esports. Kung gusto nilang medyo ulitin yung kanilang draft kanina, Benedetta ang ibaban nila ngayon. Although Matilda yung hindi nila binan kanina, it's Diggy, di ba? Diggy, Paquito, and then Benedetta. Para naman sa Blacklist International, same na same. It's Eve, Uranus, pati na rin ang ating Ling. And I think Omega Esports will not give away Diggy. Pero at the same time, ang sakit din ng Benedetta
I know. And we've seen Edward use this Benedetta. Ito na yun Ito na yung point Are we willing to give this Diggy? Or are we willing? So ang naging sagot nila, we're okay with the Benedetta. Okay? So Blacklist International, they have all the time in the world. Pero kung hindi nila yung... So ito yun ito yung ginawa pala nila dito, Wolf, no? Na sige, we're gonna bait the Benedetta. Kunin nyo na. Pero yun yung magiging sagot sana nila. So now, dahil kinuha agad dito ng Blacklist International yung Granger, Benedetta will be taken down by Omega Esports together with the Rafaela. Pero kasi kung isipin mo, Blacklist International, ang dami lang taga Nice One Baby sa hero pool nila
So may Estes, you still have Angela, pwedeng gamitin. Kaso, nag-Rafaela ang Omega Esports, walang makukuha ang Rafaela ang Blacklist International. Harif is still available at pwede itong kunin ng Blacklist International. Tapos siguro pwede na rin recombo sa back siya. Or Popol and Kupa din naman ay available. Katulad kanina, isang hero na pinangsasagot din sa Nice One Baby meta ang Popol and Kupa.
This might be an Estes na agad kasi if they or Harith for Alice.
Okay.
Alright, so now, it's gonna be a big question dito for Blacklist or rather for Omega Esports is that what's gonna be it? Kung ibaban ba nila dito ang mga hero ni Eson? Diba? Para at least ma-disrupt lang yung drafting dito ng side ng Blacklist or rather kung sino yung sasama dito kay Wise.
Na Omega Esports, pwede nilang kunin ang Bruno since it's also available. Pwede rin naman ang isang Harith. Yun?
Harith. They called it.
Sakto.
Oo. And ito, minention mo to kanina no, na there comes a point that the Harith will actually outmaneuver ang isang Alice, specifically on late game. Yes.
Halitan no?
Oo Like, ito kasi with Alice kasi, whenever you don't have the Winter Transition on cooldown, I think for sure Harith will be able to outbest. Diba? Ang isang Alice.
Ang strength kasi ni Alice, meron siyang way para mag-clear ng waves na mabilis. Kasi kay Harith naman, hindi kasing bilis ng isang Alice. Tapos may dash ka, may mobility tool ka. So mabilis ka pumunta from one lane to another. Kaya naman din crucial. Yun yung parang pros ng Angela. Pero yung Harith naman, kung patayan usapan, mas mabilis pumatay itong si Harith.
And given kasi hindi mo rin kasi hindi ka rin makapag-spellbomb. Di ba? Makapag-lifesteal dito since medyo at least range ang isang Harith if they're gonna go against 1v1. So, now, the big question is for Omega Esports, what's gonna be their jungler? And they're trying to cancel dito a hero for, I think it's still Edward, no? Itong Barats na to, tingin ko hindi talaga palulusutin to, no? Para sa Blacklist International. So, as we are looking here on the draft, what's gonna be it for Edward? It's like Omega Esports is still willing to give the lapu-lapu.
Yeah, well, look at this. Minention mo yung Louis kanina. It was already banned out by Blacklist kasi naging problema siya kanina. Now, I think yung mga theories pa natin natitira dito is the lapu-lapu na potentially ibaban din ng Omega Esports. Meron din namang back siya na pwedeng kunin ng Blacklist International. And you also have along the lines of Balmond na ginagamit ng mga teams laban sa isang Benedetta. So, that's also one thing na pwedeng natin consider. Khalid, nandyan pa, pati na rin ang Cho. So, in fairness, kahit pa sabihin natin na ba yung Barats, may mga choices pa rin naman for Blacklist International.
Yeah, and I really like to see, if ever na Omega Esports will be taking the Cho. Like, for example, bigyan natin dito like si Haze. So, alam natin na sobrang nostalgic niyan if he's gonna be using it. And ako, isa ako sa mga fan talaga. Isa yan sa mga reason ko bakit ang dami kong games ng Cho. Because na-inspire ako kay Haze.
Sila mismo nagban ng Estes. Ayaw nila ibigay yung Estes plus Rafa combo. Which kinda tells us na ito na ang hero ni Edward. And then we might see a Kufra from Blacklist International na ipipick up ni Uncle Eson. So yun na yung Kagura. Blacklist, I think, guess lang naman, it's gonna be Kufra plus good side lane. Either Lapu-Lapu or Baksha or Cho even.
Yeah. I think those were valid points, Wolf, na if they ever na gusto nilang kunin yung Baksha na yon. And ito kasi yun no? Paano yung magiging in terms of the early rotation dito ng Blacklist International? You would want to have the Granger kasi na magiging parang hindi siya ma-disrupt sa farming niya. And yun yung nangyari I think that was the Aura and Omega match wherein nahirapan si Had GC na makapag-farm because of I think that was Raflisha using the Benedetta at that time na that is a big possibility na pwedeng gawin dito ng Omega Esports. But Franco and the Lapu-Lapu will be once again used here by Blacklist International.
Okay, so instead na Kufra na alam natin pang kontra sa mga dash, ang sabi dito ng Blacklist International, sige, hook na lang natin at kagatin na lang para ma-lockdown talaga, keep them in place. Ang daming control ng Blacklist International bigla.
Yes, ang daming nangangagat.
Blacklist
International. But given the Franco ultimate, tapos meron ka pang Popol and Koopa.
That's right.
Oh no. It's a good thing that they have this one baby hero natin, Rafaela, healing for everyone. So, yeah, they could probably out-sustain dito yung damage potential ng Blacklist. Kung isipin mo kasi, hindi ganon ka-bursty yung draft dito ng Blacklist International. And there comes a point that Omega, or rather the Rafaela, could out-sustain, but the Claude will be here.
Generally, maganda ang Claude laban sa mga Alice, Popol kind of draft na alam natin makapag-stack siya easily. Siguro, ang problem lang for Omega Esports is ang greed na kanilang lineup. This means na magkakaroon ka ng Claude and Harith na cores for your team na alam natin farm-dependent parehas.
Yes.
So, it's gonna be tricky kasi paano nga ba gagawin ni Kenji na mag-make ng space for his teammates? While Blacklist International, the main problem that they have is wala sila talaga initial na wave clear na sobrang bilis. Like, Alice, it will take time. Lapu-Lapu, kailangan mo ng comombo. And then Granger will have to commit the ultimate. Pati na rin yung Rhapsody. So, pwede silang i-run down ng Omega Esports, I would say. But ikaw ba, Rob, what do you think of this draft between Blacklist International and Omega?
I think Omega Esports dito could potentially take a good early game dito Given that Benedetta kasi, yan yung mandi-disrupt it would force a reaction dito coming from Blacklist International. Meanwhile naman, for Blacklist International, it's all about Eson.
Yeah.
On his Franco. If he could be able to disrupt Had GC, getting his buff early game, sabihin na natin na mauna yung Granger into level 4 that could potentially get the first turtle of the game, that's a very good start para sa side dito ng Blacklist International. But that's if and only if Eson could be able to land those hook.
Yeah, ang tricky. At least, yung ating masabi. Game number 2 mga kaibigan ng Omega versus Blacklist International. MPL Philippines Season 7 is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. And here we are, laning stage. Nasa pare sa teams. Sobrang importante para sa side ng Omega Esports makakuha ng farm. Para naman sa Blacklist International, maganda pa rin yung pag-control nila sa mga big objectives katulad ng Turtle at Lord.
katulad ng nakita natin sa Game 1. So we can expect na ganun ang magiging emphasis on the side of Blacklist International.
I like the anticipation dito, Wolf, on both teams, no? They actually tried to clear the first wave. So, parang dinidisrupt na kagad nila dito yung yung early disruption, yung panggugulo ng isang Franco dito. And to think of it, na nakita din ni HGC na pumuposisyon na si Eson doon sa may purple buff. He just used the Art of Thievery, then go on to the orange buff. And yung ikot ng Franco na yan, you look at that mga kaibigan sa mapa na yan, hindi enough yan para...
Welcome to the Giga Life. Your passions, your stories, your life. Simplified with just one app. This is the future. The Giga Life in just one tap. Experience more Giga moments when you make the smart choice. With the Philippines' fastest mobile data network. How do I know it's T1? Simple, smart ako.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Moment na sana, pero hassle ang kati. Yung kati na yan, dahil sa dandruff yan. You need Head and Shoulders. Unlike beauty shampoos, tanggal ang dandruff that causes kati. No more hassle sa moment. Goodbye na sa kati dahil 100% dandruff-free ka.
Sikreto ng mga gwapong Master Gamer? Para fresh all day, bring your clay game with Master. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Fights germs, controls oil up to 12 hours, and helps prevent pimples. New Master All-in-One Clay Wash. Sikreto ng mga gwapo.